This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay a man, stay a man. Stay a man, stay a man. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango. I'm driving down the highway. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Some guy's in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
The speed limit is 60. He's going 23. He's older than a fossil. I hope he doesn't crash. He's sitting on 2 phone books to see over the dash. He's snail man,
Stay a man. Stay a man, stay a man.
Now I'm behind the hoopty. This driver's really stoned. He's listening to Snoop Dogg and talking on the phone. He's driving really slow. I wish I could get by. I'm sucking up his reefer. I've got a contact high. So
Stay a man, stay a man. Stay a man, stay a man.
he was smoking a doobie-doobie-doo. If I had a big bazooka, I would blow him off the road. If my car was a steamroller, I would squish him like a toad.
Yeah!
Stay a man.
Stay a man.
I think I just blew out a testicle.
Stay a man, stay a man.
We just left a big party. Now I'm driving really slow. 'Cause I picked up this hot chick. And she is good to go. She's reaching for my stick shift, but she's not switching gears. She flashes me a smile, and her head disappears.
Stay a man, stay a man.
Yeah, baby.
Stay a man, stay a man.
We got our hands on 10 and 2. Hers on my 10. Mine on her 2. I would have said 10 and a half, but I don't want to brag.
Stay a man.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dick Mango.
Coast to coast, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Many portions of the upcoming program have been pre-recorded, meaning they've already happened. And they're about to happen again. Huh. So where was it? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back. Nice to see you. You're looking good. Hope you're feeling good as well. Christy Lee over there.
Did you lose your place? Do you forget where you were? What's happening?
I wanted a nice...
It's so tentative.
A nice throw.
Like you have no idea where you're going.
No, I like it.
That's a nice message that I do on my podcast, and I wanted to share it here.
We didn't know who you were talking?
On the big show. Talking to the audience.
You think they look good?
Yeah.
Of course
good.
they do.
Hope they're feeling good. Yeah.
I hope they're feeling good, but you can't see them.
You know what?
Boy, if only I couldn't see you. Christy Lee, how the heck are you?
I'm great, Josh. How are
Pat
you?
Godwin, killing it already in the studio.
Hey, Josh.
Ace Cosby running the board. We got your joke of the day coming up, I'm certain. Jeff Oskey filling in for one Chick McGee this morning.
Hey there, buddy.
Good to see you, pal. Willie and Kostaki out in L.A. We'll hear something from them. In fact, Tom, our friend Nelson, has written in. I guess he's out in Los Angeles as well. He says, I just saw Willie pushing a stolen Target shopping cart over to a dispensary. So I guess there are sightings.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him. I tried calling him yesterday. I don't know where he is, but he did text Pat.
Yep. Do you want to smoke pot? Last night at 10:30.
Yeah, I think he meant his cousin Pat.
I did get a text from Willie yesterday, and I won't read it, but I will just I will put, hey man, is this funny? And then what he wrote was not. No,
stuff out,
Johnny.
Sorry.
Trying to get a little joke by you. Oh, can you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, sir?
Donnie.
I'm good. Can you hear me okay? I'm on my burner.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Donnie.
I'm not sure if I told you guys, I'm actually driving across the amber waves of grapes. It's USA on my way to Super Bowl, head to Vegas. Man, I can't wait to hit the slots and party it up.
Donnie, the Super Bowl's in Los Angeles, not Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, Spaniard and geography are never my strong points, Tom. We just have to gas up and head north. Anyways, I heard you mention Willie and Kostaki was out there at the Super Bowl, so I figured they could sneak me in or whatnot.
I didn't know you were an NFL football fan.
No, I really ain't, but this is a business venture I'm announcing, Tom. We're going to sell stuff. We'll be outside the stadium. We're going to sell stuff to Cincinnati fans.
Oh, yeah.
My cousin Lonnie, he printed up, we got a deal on 10,000 T-shirts that say, who dis, all caps.
No, Donnie, I think the operative phrase is who day.
Sure, it's who day, Tom, if you're trying to get sued. So that's why we went with who dis instead. You know, kind of like when you get a burner like I got and some rando text you, and you're like, who dis? Who dis? Well, it's the Bengals. That's who it is.
The Bengals.
Not Bengals. That's a band.
Who cares, Christy? Bengals, banjos, whatever. All I know is we're going to be raking in money fist over fruit by the foot. These Benji fans will buy anything. Just paint it orange and brown. They start handing over the grain. It's going to be easier than stabbing fish in a barrel. Also got a great deal. We got over 500 T-shirts with a picture of the Rams quarterback, Jim Stafford, on it. And on the back, it says, I hate spiders and snakes. That's going to sell.
Wait, Donnie, Jim Stafford is a country singer. He has a famous song called Spiders and Snakes, yeah.
Matt Stafford's the quarterback, correct?
Yeah, for the L.A. Rams, yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows that but you, Tom.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I ought to change your name to Dickopedia. You know, we ain't taking more investors. Anyways, I better jump off because you get back on the road, get out there front. Hey, is Kostaki cool with us crashing on his couch?
Absolutely.
Just me and my idiot cousin Lonnie.
Yes.
His phone must be broke because he ain't responding to my text regularly.
Okay.
I'll check it on this week. Oh, and send me your sizes for the shorts. I'll have Lonnie pull them from the stack.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Thanks very much.
I don't like spiders and snakes.
Wait a second.
Do you have that?
I can find that. Here we go.
She said, I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me.
Remember this one?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You don't remember this?
This is always on, like, novelty CD compilations, too.
Yeah.
That ain't what it takes to love me.
Jim Stafford.
That was huge.
Okay.
He has his own. He's still with us, right?
What was his other big hit?
My Girl Bill?
My Girl Bill?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yes.
that.
You don't remember that?
No.
God, I hate that.
Good piece of hokum.
I like
My
it.
Girl Bill.
My Girl Bill.
He has his own Branson theater, right?
I'm pretty sure he still
I don't know
has
if
it.
he still does.
You like the Spiders and Snakes?
I love
song?
that song. My Girl Bill.
I like My Girl Bill.
I know
He's fun.
He's a heck of a guitar
He's kind
player,
of a child of oh boy, why did I say anything?
Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of the Everything Is Beautiful guy.
Ray Stevens,
like
younger brother.
Yeah, yes, that kind of
country
same
singer, humorist.
Novelty, yeah.
Right?
Oh, those guys, I hate them.
But if Donnie's going to try to sell 5,000, whatever it is, Jim Stafford T-shirts to Matthew Stafford fans,
Jim Stafford doesn't sell 5,000 Jim Stafford T-shirts,
and he's going to need a XXX if Jim Stafford's going to wear one.
Whoa, is he a big fellow?
Well, yeah, he's blossomed in his 70s. Yes.
Okay.
He's 78.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've never heard that song?
I don't think
that
so.
was actually
Maybe I blocked it out.
That was a big crossover hit.
it was definitely before
Dr. Demento.
Right, it was before our time.
It was on regular radio.
He was married to Bobby Gentry for a couple years.
Oh, Ode to Billy Joe.
Yes.
One of the greatest songs
And
of
had
all
his
time.
own variety show on ABC for a short time. Yeah.
Maybe these shirts will sell. I think they may sell more than the Who Dis.
And when I mean short time, I mean 3 months in 1975.
What was the trick to the song My Girl Bill?
But there was a twist where it was actually just it was a guy.
What?
I mean, it was a girl with a guy's name.
Right. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, so
Not
it's not,
today's
so it's
twist.
not My Girl Bill. It's
she was named after a man. Yeah,
very confusing.
Like a boy named Sue.
My Girl Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
In today's world, who knows? Whatever you're into is okay with me.
Yeah, I'd like to hear you.
Yeah, do you have any more on this?
Any orifice on anyone is okay with me.
All right. Oh, we let him talk.
Try to keep him human. That's all I ask.
Try.
Hey,
Yeah.
Try to keep them human.
Sometimes you make a mistake, don't you?
people, who am I to
Hey,
judge?
petting zoo gets out of hand.
Exactly. Hey, look. Don't let me in then, huh?
You ever seen them llama's eyelashes? You never know.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, could your next governor be a swinger?
Why not?
Candidate in the Republican primary for Oregon governor has confirmed he was part of an invite-only Portland group that swapped sexual partners.
Okay.
Mr. Stan Pulliam, the mayor of Sandy, Oregon, said in a statement to Oregon Live that he and his wife, Mackenzie, briefly explored relationships with other couples.
I like a guy who can reach across the aisle.
Beginning in 2016.
and grab a little bit of that.
Before deciding, quote, to focus solely on each other, our marriage, and our family.
Hey, look, good. Get out in front of it before the media does. And
Absolutely.
own it.
So
Own it.
before he threw his hat in the ring, he threw his keys in the hat. Hey, baby, you're going with me. Eh?
He's running as a Republican, though? That
Yeah.
seems more like a socialist type Sharon.
Your wife is my wife?
Yeah.
Who was? Remember, someone had a book out a few years ago, and they'd gone to the various conventions, and they said there was a lot more sex at the Democratic convention among the conventioneers.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
No, I think that would make sense.
I don't know. I mean, that would be one's instinct.
I would think every...
I would think probably the fringe of ultra kinky sex would probably go hard right.
Maybe. That's kind of the stereotype, isn't it? That the guy that spends to the right.
He doesn't protest too much.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jimmy Swaggarts of the world.
Hey, at least this guy's going to get the swing vote.
Bravo.
Wait a minute. Here's his theme song.
We were swinging. Yes, we were swinging.
You like this song, don't you, John?
I love John Anderson.
Okay, well, that's enough. Would you rather hear Spiders and Snakes or
Yes.
He Was Swinging?
They're both on a playlist of mine.
Okay. Apparently, my girl Bill, I'm being told, Pat, he was speaking to a man named Bill about a girl that they both liked.
Oh, that's
okay.
the twist. She was my girl, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
my
lay
girl,
off.
comma, Bill?
Right.
She's my girl, Bill. There you go.
Do we have it? Can we hear it?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Here it is. You asked for it, Christy Lee.
I've never.
Why don't we just step inside?
Oh, one of these.
And I'll fix us both a drink.
What are these?
What? I don't like these.
My girl Bill. My girl Bill. Can't say enough about the way I feel about my girl.
So they steal the My Girl
Yeah, a
from
little bit.
Motown?
Yes, they sure do. Well, they borrow. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
My girl Bill.
Okay, you get the
Well, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show here for a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studio. Some great stuff coming up on the show this morning, including Brett Terhune, Greg Warren, Dick Hitzwater, Kenny Tarmac, and lots more. Next here on the show, Greg Warren, some stupid world records, and the oldest pig. Stick around. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you.
Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You could lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a randomized, controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday here live in the studio. Right now, one of our favorites, Greg Hahn, plus a stupid world record or two, and the oldest pig. Let's check it out.
Hey, you know what time it is, kids?
What time is it, Chick?
Stupid world record. I've said this many times, but I've never meant it more. Get a load of this.
Uh-oh.
A man in Iran has broken the Guinness World Record for the most spoons balanced on the body. You heard me. Mr. Abolfazi Sabir Mokhtari.
Waka waka.
Ha! Earned the title after managing to balance 85 spoons on his shoulders, back and chest.
How?
I don't know.
85 spoons. What?
Here's a photograph.
Are they hanging off of him, Tom? Like
they're sticking to him.
Okay, yeah.
And this guy,
it was just a greasy person.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, he's just
85. Someone's going to beat that.
He is not a very good-looking dude.
On first dates, the spoon on the nose, that's always a go-to.
And the thing is, they're none on his nose. They're on his back and chest. He's this really ugly guy.
Of course he is.
Got spoons on him.
He is not attractive.
Spoon Man. Little Soundgarden for that ass?
Yeah. Is that what that song is about? Is that this?
It's about this gentleman here?
I thought it was a heroin thing.
What's that song from Spoon? They had a good song. Spoon.
Oh, yeah. Underdog is really good. And,
the old Woody Allen joke. He's got a junkie friend who's getting married. So he's getting him silver for the wedding gift, all spoons. Oh, that's a classic.
I thought Woody Allen wasn't a spoon joke. It was a sippy cup joke.
Oh.
The 50-year-old...
Cursory glance at that will show he's innocent.
A successful attempt beats the previous record of 64. Oh, he shattered the old record. According to Mokhtari, there are no limits.
The groupies,
To what?
Yeah, what are they called?
Spoon tangers.
Spoon tang. It goes out.
No.
Spoon tanger.
He says there's no limits to what he can stick onto his body. Go ahead and
anything he says.
That's what he says. No limits.
Hey, look at this.
He's covered in glue.
Actually, he says, he continues, anything. I mean it. Any object, anything that has a surface, I can stick to my body. Well, he must be like slimy or greasy
he's got some kind of glue skin.
Yeah, do they make them bathe before the stupid record?
I don't know.
Is he covered in like some sort of trail of saliva or something?
Yeah,
maybe a glue.
Really
a little sweaty, just a little bit sweaty.
This guy looks like one of those really out of shape wrestlers from the 50s.
Oh yeah,
remember those guys?
The out of shape strong men.
You know, the guy that moves refrigerators during the week, and then he's real flabby. Then he gets up there.
Yes.
And now it's Bamboozle, the wrestling maniac. Live from Iraq.
Somebody has to write this down. I want to be bamboozled. He believes the secret to his unique ability is being able to transfer energy from his body into the object.
Now we get
Makes it
I was a psycho. Okay.
No, he's psychic.
There you go. And in any event, it's nice to have some news out of Iraq that is pleasant. Right? Iran. I'm sorry.
Another one.
Oh, what do you got there, Chick?
Got a mic.
Hello.
Just simply not good at radio.
We got another one.
I was about to say the power of prayer.
A family in Tennessee believes their pet pig might be the oldest in the world. WBIR Hot Hits reports that Hunt family's pig called Snort, well, that's adorable, is 24 years old.
I'm thinking, lucky it wasn't a cat.
The Hunt family cat?
That'd be, that's a tongue twister for the folks at WBIR.
Hunt family cat.
I know you said the Hunt family cat, but that's not what I heard.
Boy, I don't even get that.
Well, I'll explain it to you.
Because words are funny.
Every now and then.
And when you transpose letters.
Look in the sand mirror.
Snort, they say, is 24 years old, making him older than the world record of 23. The family has since sent an application to Guinness. So this isn't even a real world record. We're looking forward to this.
Is it a
world record.
pot-bellied pig? Is it one of those?
The only evidence they have are photographs taken over the last 2 decades. Carla Hunt.
Is that right?
If we could prove it,
as they call her, Sea Hunt.
She loved that show.
The former oldest living pig, Baby Jane, passed away last year and was a little stringy, but delicious nonetheless.
Apparently, these pigs are great. Are great pets.
They're so intelligent.
Have you seen Pig? Nicolas Cage, Pig? Amazing movie. Amazing movie.
Yes. Easily one of the best of last year.
Absolutely.
We got Nicolas Cage news coming up. And Greg Hahn, you know what this is?
Sounds intriguing. I'm anxious.
It's the theme from Sea Hunt.
Yeah?
Starring Lloyd Bridges. Everybody's still intrigued?
None of us know the show.
There is no depth to your
Would
minutia.
you cast Greg Hahn as Lloyd Bridges?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a movie?
Do you know Jeff Bridges, the great actor?
I've heard the name before.
How about
His
Bo Bridges,
dad-
the mediocre actor?
His dad,
not wrong.
Lloyd Bridges. Actually, Lloyd Bridges, you'll all know from Airplane.
Sure.
He's the guy that's trying to quit coffee and then picked the wrong day to quit taking amphetamine.
Yes, yeah.
That was this great show, Sea Hunt.
Yeah?
SEA.
It was a show.
TV show.
Not a movie?
Yeah. Was it in color?
First of all, let me say that
it's not in color.
Greg,
in color. That
I
tells you
applaud your effort. You're trying to be interested. I appreciate it. What is it? Sea Hunt?
Okay, I'll show you why I should do this, Greg. For example, got this great letter from David. He says, everyday listener for years. I understand, and I've heard Tom make many dated references. Lately, he's made a reference that he's been catching some flack over. I am 25 years of age. I do emergency roadside service. I get a lot of windshield time driving all over western Kentucky. To pass the time, I like to listen to the old Dragnet radio show.
All right.
That was a great show.
Don't you love that music? That's how do you beat that? So he goes, keep up the obscure references. Well, thank you, David. How kind of you, and be careful of it.
Oh, there's one.
I like when they busted junkies on that show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they sure would.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, hippies.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, Jack Webb hated hippies.
Yeah.
He'd sit there smoking his filter the cigarettes, condemning them for rolling up a little bit of Mother Nature, right?
What do you think he said? Get a haircut, buy a suit? What
was Harry Morgan's name in that?
Officer Bill Gannon.
Yeah, very
Bill
good.
Gannon?
Yeah, it was Joe Friday.
And he wasn't the original partner on
He wasn't?
Dragnet. There was
That's
an even
correct.
older guy. Yeah, I forget his name.
My name's Friday. I'm a cop. He was very tough. Not reasonable in any way at all.
Oh, kind of like Josh.
Just sort of a fascist.
hang on a
badass.
second. Hang on. I think I'm understanding your affinity for Mr. Webb here. Yeah,
When he said fascist badass,
Yeah,
that's-
fascist. Yeah, okay.
And
His
not
way or the highway.
reasonable
Coming up, we're going to get a song out of Duke Tomato and the Power Trio in just a couple minutes. But first, what do you got over there?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, that was
I'm
sports?
done. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. What do you want?
Okay, an hour?
Oh, the rabbit in red. La-da-dee-doo-dee-dee, the rabbit in red.
Thank you.
Is that Josh? That's Bugs Bunny.
Shoe in coming up later this morning.
Greg Hahn. It's great to see you, Greg. Now, are you still a single man?
Oh, yeah, I'm single.
Did you break up with your girlfriend? How'd that go?
What joke is that?
Yeah, when you tend to break up with a girl, do you do it in face to face?
Oh, you know what I do? I text him.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, 8 years. Good run. I'm out. Send. Block. I give her the John Wick excommunicado.
That's right.
Sorry, Tom. I just needed a few more words. I'm over here admiring Christy's beautiful little eyebrows.
Yeah, aren't they nice?
I love a girl with eyebrows.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I say about my women. As long as her eyebrows number a total of 2. I like normal eyebrows. I don't like eyebrows that talk to you. I don't like eyebrows that say things. You know, like little skinny eyebrows that say, "Hi, see you in court." I don't need that. The big check mark eyebrows. "Hi, electroshock therapy didn't make a dent." You know? And when they shave off their eyebrows, "Hi, I'm from the future." I don't need it. Christy's are perfect.
Oh, well, thank you.
Greg Hahn is our guest. That's great, Greg.
Hey, good for you.
Way to go, Greg.
Get a job.
Way to
Proud of
go.
you. What am I going to do? Go on TV? Go on America's Got Talent? Lose to the kid with rickets? I'm on the road. Oh, you're out there working on the road.
You're with the people.
That's right.
Well, we're going to move over to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Christy?
Scientists have discovered an object that has been emitting bursts of energy every 20 minutes.
Oh, what the hell's this?
According to USA Today, Josh, the object, which is around 4,000 light years away,
Oh, that's far.
was first discovered in 2018 using a telescope in the outback of Western Australia.
Sure it was.
Scientists noted that a burst of sound occurs for 1 minute every 20 minutes before disappearing for some time and then repeating the cycle.
We have the audio.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just...
Man,
Studies
Josh is
lead
on
author-
fire.
Wait a
Thank
minute.
you, Greg.
So it makes a sound
Yeah.
and then repeats every 20 minutes.
Yep.
But then it goes away for a long time? Is that what you
Every
said?
20 minutes,
But
repeats the
That's
cycle.
20 seconds.
I mean, the fact that it's a measured sound would suggest perhaps there's some intelligence behind it.
Right.
The
It
studies-
could be the morning show from whatever.
Hey, you're listening to Blitzer and Grabs.
Traffic on the 10s.
The study's lead author, Natasha Hurley Walker, said it's kind of spooky for an astronomer because there's nothing known in the sky that does that.
Oh, my God.
You don't think this is exciting stuff?
What's that music
Yeah, I think it's
from?
cool. Is this Lost in Space? What is this?
Yeah.
The outer limits. I don't know.
Some spooky.
Oh,
What else does Natasha say? Does she say
Research-
how Boris is? Does she hear from Boris?
I don't know.
Okay.
Moose and Scatter.
She carries that little bomb with her everywhere she goes. Researchers speculate it might be a slowly spinning neutron star or a dying star, though.
Or another civilization out
Could
there.
be. You're the one. You don't believe in aliens. Why are you saying
Planets are
that?
balls of
Or
gas.
space farts.
But do you guys believe in this?
You're going to triple down on that, aren't you?
You don't believe any of this. Why are you being so enthusiastic about it at this point?
I think it's kind of cool.
Does Pat have a song about
No.
it? Is that what you're trying to feed me?
I think it might be. It's emitting every 20 minutes.
Well, for 1 minute, every 20 minutes, yes.
Sounds
I'm a
like.
space sound.
Only thing I know that it emits every 20 minutes is Josh's ass during our breaks.
I'm a space.
On a good day, it's every 20
man's
minutes.
a crop duster.
I'm a gaseous mass.
So you were pretty much right on with that sound effect.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't even know.
Farty, fart, fart.
What if it's Morse code? What if they figure
It
out?
isn't.
It's not
What
Morse
if they
code.
figure out years from now it's going, hello, Elon Musk. Hello.
It's not Morse
We're
code.
waiting for
we
you.
could tell if it was Morse code already.
Speaking
It's
of
just
that,
a sound.
experts are saying a SpaceX rocket is expected to hit the moon in a matter of weeks.
Ah, terrific.
According to Gizmodo, the Falcon 9 second stage rocket
That Falcon 9
has been tumbling uncontrollably in space since 2015. Bill Gray, creator of Project Pluto, said the spent rocket stage is due to hit somewhere near the lunar equator on March 4th.
Oh, I'm spent.
The impending crash poses no threat to life or equipment, and at most it will produce a new lunar impact crater.
I wonder how the Lunar News is interpreting the story. My God! Chaos and horror headed right to downtown Moon.
Put down your cheese. Put down your cheese.
It's likely the first time a piece of space junk will unintentionally reach the moon, so you're right. It
Once
could be-
again, we have to receive the horrible, selfish Earthling's ass up here.
Will this affect the lunar cheese production?
It really could, yeah.
Okay.
Or it'll break through down into the Nazi underground camp. That they
Yeah,
have.
you know.
Ah, okay.
The moon's hollow. Very, very hollow.
Okay.
So hollow.
Does this somehow involve crypto or Teslas or anything cool? Okay. Never mind.
Hudsonville Ice Cream collaborating with Little Debbie. Boy, this is an idea
Everybody
that's been waiting in the wings.
Shut up.
To create 7 snack cake inspired flavors.
Yes, please. I haven't had any, and I want more.
The ice cream
sounds like
flavors.
Josh is going to lose a foot.
That's right. I was just one ice cream snack cake hybrid away from losing a foot to the beaties.
Level 3, I think.
We can't just enjoy a sweet, nice new
No, we
ice
can't.
cream. We're going to eat ourselves into diabetic
That's right.
comas and pass
And
away.
amputations. That's yeah,
I
exactly.
think, can they really still call it Little Debbie? Maybe it's time for Big Debbie.
That's not a bad idea. Why
That'd be
doesn't
delicious.
Because they do make the bigger size ice
Why
or
doesn't
oatmeal
Little-
cream pies.
Little Debbie come out with the Big Debbie edition? Yeah.
It would have to be Little Debbie. You got to keep the what's the
Brand?
the brand. Thank you.
Well, I think Debbie's the backbone of the whole thing. Big or little, I think people would flock to.
She had to have grown up.
They don't
after
want
all
to
these
remind
years.
people that eating nothing but
She's
ice
through
cream.
menopause by now.
Debbie,
Oh, yeah.
Debbie has to be hot.
She's dumpy
right
Debbie right now.
Bitchy Debbie.
Christy,
Dry Debbie.
whose side are you on here?
The ice cream flavors include oatmeal cream pies, cosmic brownies.
Christy's new Menzies.
What?
Sort of a strawberry swirl.
Take a look in the past.
Man, yeah, that would be a miracle.
I remember really enjoying jelly rolls when I was a kid.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't really like them now. Back to you, Chris.
The Nutty Bars were
that
always
actually
my
might
favorite.
be a pretty good show.
What?
Well, you could do it for example, records you loved that now you are embarrassed that you like.
Yeah, movies, all that
Movies,
stuff. Yep.
food.
You never. Okay.
Can you eat? Have you tried eating cotton candy as an adult?
Oh, God.
Impossible.
Yeah.
It's not
Forget
easy.
Delicious.
You're still on. You're still on board.
Oh, it's great. Really?
Well, with the women you date, I'm.
Right. They love the cotton candy.
Yes, I can win you a prize. Just eat your candy.
Here's
that
Greg,
water gun.
Greg on the phone. No, don't worry, I can make a fake ID for you, sweetie.
Ice cream flavors include oatmeal cream pies, cosmic brownies, zebra cakes, honey buns,
Yes.
strawberry shortcake rolls, Swiss rolls, and my favorite, the Nutty Bar.
I'm a very loyal Hostess person, so I'm
Ever
not
since they made them smaller, I'm done.
I like it more.
It's a
Ding dongs
zebra
went from
cake,
the
not
side-
a
What?
zebra cake.
It's a zebra cake.
We say
my
zebra because we're in love with the United Kingdom. Tom.
Yes.
Zebra
They
cake.
say zebra?
Yes, they do say zebra.
I said I did that for Chick.
Okay, you're welcome.
The ice cream company said the
Shouldn't
new
they be called Little Zebbies?
That sounds like a space alien.
I am Little Zebby.
If you want to work on your sugar, the new Little Debbie
Sugar?
ice cream
I'll work on my sugar. I'll work my sugar.
I'd like to work on you, sugar.
will be available for $2.50 per pint at Walmart stores starting on February 1st.
Nothing says depression like a full pint of Swiss cake rolls.
Are you kidding me? Sounds like heaven.
Nothing
What do
says
you
Walmart.
What do you give me? What do you give me if
Nutty
I
bars.
go to a local Walmart and stand outside the doors and wait for the Little Debbie ice cream to be delivered?
Oh, get you a pup tent?
Yes, camp out.
Oh,
for
the
Little
news
Debbie ice
stations will
cream.
show up.
Yes.
McGee.
Well, I'm waiting for the Little Debbie ice cream.
You've always wanted to be local man, haven't
Yes, local man can't wait for Little Debbie ice cream. Yes, I love that headline.
So what this is they're taking two things and combining them.
Two great things, yes.
That tastes great together.
I mean, they've done it with Girl Scout cookies. We've all had
Sure,
Girl Scout
sure.
cookie ice cream. So why
Stoners
not?
have been doing stuff like this forever.
Right.
Sure.
But this is all ice cream. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
But it's ice cream with cake in it.
Thank you, Greg.
Oh, it's got cake in it, or just tastes like cake?
When you have a
That's a
snack
good
cake, Greg,
question.
what do you
I don't
reach for? You're in the hostess aisle, the Little Debbie aisle.
Any of them, all good, all great. I like those little donuts that wreck the whole car.
They're the best.
You get a rented car.
Yeah.
Tiny powdered ones.
All over the steering wheel.
Powdered donuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're covered in it. The car's covered in it.
They pull you over. They pull you over. Hey, Escobar, where are you headed?
Coming up next on the show this morning, Patty G revisits iguana songs and Chick curses. Gotta check it out. Next on the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Tuesday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. Right now, Patty G's back. He revisits some iguana songs and Chick curses. Let's check it out.
Pat Godwin, the performance room. We did not get a song out of him last time.
A lot going on.
Tom, squeeze his head so we can get a song out of him, will you?
Yeah, you didn't have to do anything for an
I got
hour.
an idea we can maybe reconfigure into a song. Here.
Why isn't there a Washington football team?
Commander.
That's Josh
I'll work
Arnold
on
at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold still refusing to come in. He's on strike. So
arms crossed.
Apparently, he's going to check in via Zoom.
Well, he got better.
Next week, he'll be in Los Angeles for the Super Bowl prep shows.
Okay.
With Kostaki, who, by the way, did you hear Kostaki on? You weren't here that day.
He was not. He was busy.
He had so many terrific jokes. My favorite one was. He was speculating about the retirement of Tom Brady, and he said if he does retire, which he ended up doing that afternoon, if Tom Brady does retire, he does it because he wants to spend more time with carbs.
Oh, because he's really
okay, I'm sorry. It would have been nice of you to join us in the joy and laughter that brought to me, but that's okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess
Now, got a couple of interesting letters here to get to, but Pat, I guess I'm trying to think if there's a song that perhaps Chick McGee missed in the last couple of days.
Could be a song I missed.
Well, we had...
you missed that iguana story, the freezing iguanas, right?
Did you miss that?
He did.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
I have a different take on that.
I can't think of a better sentence for now in the world than iguanas are falling from the trees.
Well, yeah, last weekend it got very cold in Florida. And
Very, very good.
If it gets under 40, iguanas have this natural ability to kind of go into immediate hibernation and they'll
But-
fall out of the trees.
If they're up in the trees, and
Yeah.
the iguanas are not native
No.
to Florida, but now they're all over the place.
Yes, and you were being warned if you lived in Florida not to pick up these frozen quote unquote iguanas because they come back to life at some part.
And bite your face. And
Well,
don't
they
have,
can, and they
tetanus or something?
Salmonella. Salmonella, yeah.
It's I know there are a lot of people that have pet iguanas and they're great, but
We missed the obvious tribute, Tom.
What is that?
Here it is. Tom Petty. The iguanas are freezing their ass off. See them frozen there on the yard down in Florida. If it gets below 40, the poor iguanas hit the ground hard from the trees. They're falling, yeah, from the trees. They're falling. There's no second verse.
Oh.
hey, listen, is Patty O'Marley in the room?
Patty O'Marley. Boy,
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Patty O'Marley. He's from Jamaica.
Were you just about to do a second verse? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I was going into it.
I thought
Yeah,
you said
and then
there wasn't a second
No,
verse.
he said there's a second verse, and you start
That's why
talking.
Stopped him dead.
That's why I went, ooh, a second verse.
Just
Didn't you
one
hear me?
joke, Johnny.
Let me ask you a question.
That's the one that has the jokes.
Let me ask you a question, Tom.
There was only
So I
one
stopped
joke in there.
And I think Josh and Christy
I
about
think
giving us-
stopping it there was fine by
When
me.
we're in here broadcasting and talking to people on microphones, what are you doing over there? Are you?
I'm sorry. I thought you said there wasn't a second verse. Well, no,
You know, I risked my life to come in here today.
Get
for
back
you.
up and let's hope this one has some jokes. Go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
You got to do that damage control the rest of the morning.
Yeah,
now. I was kidding.
The headline says
No, I'm the
iguanas
one
are
who
falling.
I'm the one who took the chance there.
No, go ahead.
No.
Please.
Do you want to hear from Patty O'Marley?
No. I want to hear the rest of.
He wants you to do the impossible, which is to now pick up on the second verse.
Right.
And he's just all but daring us to laugh.
Stopped at the right
I'm
time.
sure it'll be quite humorous. Please, go ahead.
We stuck a fork in that son of a bitch.
No, go ahead.
I don't think he's going to do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm going to sing Peace Train.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Peace Train.
Peace Train, fire, Peace Train, and I believe it. Peace Train, Peace Train, Peace Train.
Yeah.
Hard to believe guy wrote me and Julio down by the schoolyard or whatever the
That's bullshit.
What? Oh, no. Remember the days of the old schoolyard. That was it.
Do you remember the days of the old schoolyard?
Excuse me. I
don't even know what you did.
I don't think that
did I curse?
Apparently the anesthetic.
I'm still on propofol.
The anesthesia has not worn off.
I didn't mean to curse, but if I did, so be it. I did.
It was the big one. Pat, I blame myself.
Just
this
another
is
reason
my
to be a
fault.
VIP.
I was not paying attention. I thought you said there was no second verse.
I did not.
I derailed the
It's
show.
your fault, Godwin.
That was amazing. He had no idea.
You were just in conversation with your
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah,
You
That's
just
my
totally
fault.
forgot where you were.
Brought up Peace Train.
Okay.
Well,
I hit the button. Did that work?
Are you ready to have fun?
Well, at least you said fun that time.
Not fudge.
Hey, here's something.
No. We have to.
what?
Can we get Patty O'Marley out?
Oh, Patty O'Marley. No, wait a minute. That's Irish.
I love Patty O'Marley because last time Patty O'Marley apparently was from Mexico. He's supposed to be Jamaican, remember?
Oh, the famous sheetrock incident. Yeah.
Yes, okay.
There he is. Hi, Patty O'Marley.
Patty O'Marley, man.
Good to see you.
From Jamaica, you see.
Baroop.
Yes.
And as you know, Jamaica also full of these lizards, and it got cold there too.
Iguanas,
and
yes.
these iguanas were falling from the trees in Jamaica, right, Patty?
Come on down to Jamaica, man. Hit the beach and you'll feel fine. Get away from that nasty nor'easter. Enjoy our rum and our sunshine. Don't worry about the temperature if it dips to a chilly degree. Enjoy the view when you get to your hotel, 'cause iguanas are falling from the trees. Fallen iguanas, big lizards at your feet. Baroop. Enjoy a dinner at my jerk shack. Oh, iguana, the exotic, tasty treat. Very cheap, too. Fallen iguanas are grilling in the breeze. You'll be so hungry from the ganja, you'll think iguana is the chicken of the trees. Get it, chick?
I got it.
Chicken of the trees. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Marley. Oh, what is it again?
Patty O'Marley.
Patty O'Marley. I think. Thank you very much. Okay, very
I think I was Irish there.
Yeah, amazing.
Yesterday on the show, I was mentioning that I was back in the day, and Christy and I and Chick were on the radio back in the day, pre-internet, in which when there would be school closings and business closings, we'd have to do them on the radio. And it was always fun because there were always certain schools that were one snowflake in the state, and they'd shut down. They were always the first one on the list, and you'd learn about these school districts you'd never heard of. But there were also, I would contend, there were also businesses that wanted to get some free publicity, and you just kind of some small place, Lloyd's Barbershop closed, whatever, and it would be coming across the bottom of the TV. Someone sent me a photograph of a television station this morning. This is Channel 15. And it's got the usual things. The city offices closed. The county offices are closed. The COVID testing site. And then at the bottom it says, Bubba's Live Bait and Tackle closed through Friday. I just love that.
That's awesome.
It's good to know.
We have some good stuff coming up for you next hour here on the Bob and Tom Show. A stupid world record or two, and Greg Warren's bit about peanut butter. You don't want to miss that. Next, though, the largest nose, it's a big schnoz, and Kenny Tarmac next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Welcome back. It's a Tuesday morning here on the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. Again, the gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning here live in studio. But right now, a great segment about the largest nose, the big schnoz, apparently. And Kenny Tarmac checks in.
Thank you very much. Now, we were talking about a guy who had a great world record. This guy has the world's largest nose.
Yes. Nowhere near the world record for largest nose from way back when, evidently.
Yes, he has the largest nose of a living human being.
Oh, what is the record of records?
There are historical accounts.
Yes.
Allegedly, the longest nose. This is kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this guy's, what is he?
Three something.
Almost 3.5 inches from the.
Does it make anybody else's nose itch? We're hearing this. Anyway, the longest nose ever belonged to a guy named Thomas Wetters. D as in dog, Wetters, who lived in England during the 1770s. There are historical accounts that state Wetters, who was a member of a traveling circus, well, of course,
Freak show, yeah.
had a nose that measured
7.5
inches long.
Oh, what a freak show. My goodness, Christy, you're
How
right.
do they measure it? From the top of the bridge down, or do they measure from the face out?
From the bridge
Okay,
down.
so from the top
Yeah,
down.
but and then they also they go around the corner back to your face.
Okay.
So it's
What?
not.
I see.
In other words, it's not like you had a 7.5 inch ruler sticking out. It's
No,
out and back.
Boy, that's far too big.
So the 7.5, so it's 3 inches out and 3 inches back, is what you're saying. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, sure it does.
No, you start between the eyes, right there.
Go right down to the
go down to the tip of your nose,
and that's
then
it.
Go
That's
back
the measurement.
Then you
No,
go
that's
back
where the
toward your
measure-
lip.
That's where the measurement ends.
I would think at the tip of your nose.
Yes.
Are you guys arguing without either of you really knowing?
Yes.
I guess that is what we do here.
Yeah, of course we do. If you sound like you know what you're talking about,
I am passionate
people will believe
Confidence,
you.
that's all that
about
matters.
these are the facts as I understand them.
Well, the larger point is this guy has a nose like Gonzo in the Muppets. And the photograph of this gentleman who currently holds the record, what's his name? Mehmet Ozurek.
He's Turkish, correct?
Yeah, there's a nice photograph. He looks very happy, loves having the huge schnoz.
You think they celebrate Thanksgiving in Turkey? Anybody?
Yeah, they do, yeah. But they eat,
have to.
yeah, they have ham, isn't
But
that
I
weird?
thought you were going to say steak.
And by the way, I'd like a universe. I was thinking about this last year. I'd like to maybe put this to a vote. Whoever brings salad to a turkey Thanksgiving dinner, we don't eat it.
What do you mean you don't eat salad?
No.
So there's some great salads.
I like salad. Somebody brought salad to mine. I love it.
My ex-wife, we had a nice salad.
Yeah, well, we had a nice salad too, and straight into the garbage disposal.
Oh, boy.
People want mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey. Okay, never mind. I guess
Good to
it's
get a
just
little
me.
bit of roughage in the diet.
It sure
on
is,
Thanksgiving Day.
A nice salad.
Quarter of a spoonful. Of course you did.
Have you seen the vending machines that you get salad out of? They
Yes.
have, like these tumblers with they're like this size. They're a
Farmer's
smaller
fridge
size
or
and a
something.
larger size.
Oh, I've seen these things at the airport.
You shake them and
I walk by and laugh.
Straight to the hot dogs.
Yep.
That's what I do.
See you later.
King dogs.
Yeah,
That's right.
you'd sooner buy an artificial limb
Exactly.
than a
Yeah.
salad.
No, it's not. Why? You guys put this next to the Nathans? Are you nuts?
Let me tell you something.
Why is Josh carrying an artificial arm with him?
I had an egg and cheese croissant at the airport on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, that I still haven't passed.
I have no doubt. Yeah.
I just want to tell
Heavy
you,
in the cheese?
It's like a giant ball.
Now, Pat, I know coming up we're going to do a special edition of the Oxford Gold Golden Oldie, but have you given any thought to this guy that has the world's biggest nose?
I think some Billy Joel's in order.
Oh, is that right?
When he walks around town, he gets crazy looks. They're not staring at his shoes or his clothes. People turn around when they see his enormous nose. Yeah, 'cause it bends like a river down to his chin. A town over, he knows who cut the cheese. Better run real fast. It looks like he's gonna sneeze. Because you know he has a big schnoz, don't you? He buys it an extra plane ticket. This guy has a big schnoz hot shoe. It takes 10 fingers just to pick it. You know he has the current record. Jimmy Durante would be proud. Chick has a nose that he can lick. If you got a big schnoz, you got a big I was talking a big penis.
Ah, very nice.
Thank you. A big schnoz. I'm looking at this picture again from the side. It is just, this guy, it's just enormous.
It is a big nose.
Really something. He's not like but it's not monster. Like, you don't look at him and go, "Oh, I can't look at him."
Not at all.
It's not that difficult to look at. Willie, you agree? You disagree?
I thought it'd be bigger.
There are people that you look at and you go, I can't even look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Many people.
Yes. Have you been out there? Oh, my God.
I mean, sometimes even I was watching a Hallmark Christmas movie, and the guy was so off-putting, the lead, that I was like, I can't even look at this man.
In a Hallmark Christmas movie?
Yeah, he's like one of those guys that was like artificially handsome. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and he knew it, and I hated him.
I watched one of those over the weekend. Too.
Just one?
The never-ending debate. How many people you think are dateable right now? What is the percentage? Like 30% people you would date? 30% of the people out there?
Oh, everybody now. I want to date everybody. Everybody I see. Are you kidding me?
No more than 3%. Everyone else is hideous.
3%.
What is wrong with you?
Everybody's
So
hideous.
you're judging people just on the way they look?
Yeah.
You know what? You have standards, and you
Thank
stick
you.
with them.
And I know what they
respect
are.
that.
Are you saying you look inside?
That's exactly the movie that I saw was about catfishing. And the girl flew all that way to meet him, and it was a guy, not the guy that. Oh,
I see.
But
I see.
I'm not going to ruin the movie, but
They fell in love anyway.
She fell in love with the guy that's on the inside, not necessarily what he looked like.
Well, if you want to fall in love with this guy with his nose, she could live inside his left nostril. This guy's got a big schnoz. There's a photograph of him blowing up a balloon with his nose.
No, thank you.
Malden
had a terrified children at a kid's party. Look at this.
Which would you rather see, Tom? A longer nose or one that looks like a butt on the end? The one that looks like a butt on the end throws me.
Oh, yeah. One of OJ's lawyers had that ass.
Yes.
That ass nose.
Yeah, the old credit card.
Ass nose. Carl Malden has an ass nose.
Yeah, he does.
Owen Wilson nose.
No, but it looks like the tip looks like an ass.
Yeah, right.
Who was that guy? What are the sleaze bags that defended OJ?
I'll grab that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Torman.
Hey.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm an ATL. Just got in from TPA through MCO. Was hoping we'd get a nice tailwind and get in early, but no dice on that bad boy.
Sorry.
I had to call you guys today. I only got a sec. We just landed. I got a Bootscoo Boogie all the way from Bravo 4 to Foxtrot 19. I told Tobin, I said my connection's so far away, I'm going to see if I can take a puddle jumper just to shorten that bad boy up.
Sure. Long way.
I know. I thought I had it bad, but he's going to miss his connection because he's in Detroit, and of course they had to de-ice. I avoid that stop at all costs. Maybe it's just me. I told Toby, I said, that's why I never fly with you. You might be the head honcho, but I said, you get called for icing more than the Red Wings. I know. Hey, Ace, here's one. In my world, we call de-icing stations Fantasy Island. You know why?
Why?
They put the de-ice on D-plane. That's all yours, Shooter. Find that puppy and get home. Hey, I got to escape. They're about to chime the seatbelts. They got to pop up and beat all these Zone 4 people who can't seem to figure out how roller bags work. My God. I wish Tesla would make one that would automatically direct these mongrels to another flight. Is that just me? You know, I shared that with the Sky Hag. She laughed so hard she had to switch out her mask. Oh, I thought she was going to hack up her tumbler salad. Hey, if I have time, I'll call you back from the Sky Club. Oh, almost forgot. New Wi-Fi password is gift card, all lowercase. But you didn't hear that from me, cowboy.
Oh.
Hey. For Phoenix, we just landed.
All right. Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah. And that's sports.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Barry Scheck with his ass nose.
Oh, Barry Scheck.
Barry Scheck?
Now, who was Barry Scheck?
He was one of OJ's attorneys.
That's the guy. That's the
I
guy.
thought Scheck was one of the Three Stooges after they got rid of the original
Shemp.
Ah, excuse me.
Okay. Let's see. No, that's sports. I'm sorry.
Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Darn right it is. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
You know she gets $4,000 every time we play that? How did your daughter work that out?
I don't know. I
don't even get 10 cents per text, like I said.
You get
Christy.
Well, we've been talking about flying. A woman on a Delta Airlines flight reportedly breastfeeding a cat.
Oh,
According to
God.
Newsweek, the incident occurred on a Delta flight 1360 between Syracuse, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia. An image posted to social media appears to be a photo of a message sent by pilots to the ground.
Can we get this woman a saucer?
The message says a passenger seated in 13A is breastfeeding a cat and will not put the cat back in the carrier.
Talking about catnip.
That's a specific joke.
Do not Google breastfeeding cats. I'm just telling you.
Boy, it's got to hurt.
There's no way that was happening.
You can Google breastfeeding cats.
I just told you not to.
You can Google
Cats
whatever you want
do
to.
not breastfeed.
I think they might.
Really?
People on the plane must have seen it. You think the pilot was lying?
Talk about a fancy feast. you think you hate sitting next to the lady that takes over the armrest? How about the lady that whips out her cat
and
pulls out a boob?
it.
Oh God! It was reported by the Itty Bitty Kitty Committee.
Ah, there it is.
Got lucky with that one.
I enjoyed that.
That is just
That's
awful.
just crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I thought this was America. I thought we could do what we. I can't even take that stance. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This is
like the worst level of cat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What a nut!
This is my son.
Well, if she's
no.
lactating, then she has a baby, right? Somewhere. Where's her baby?
Well, you can train your boobs to lactate, right?
She probably does this all the time.
There's
Yeah.
some guys
How
that
do you
like
train your
guys
boobs to lactate?
you know,
If you get something to suck on it long enough, some
Yeah.
milk's going to come out.
Nursemaids, yeah.
Isn't that how? Yeah.
Really?
significant other, yeah, oh yeah,
Really?
yes.
Okay.
Wake up, Christy. Smell the breast milk. Come on.
Have you tried breast milk, chick?
I have not. I did not when I had the opportunity.
Christy, you try your own?
Mm-mm. I don't like milk. Why would I want to try that?
What about lemonade or
well.
fudge? How about that?
Where do they get the lemonade, chick?
Well, where is it? The
You ask-
PP? The PP store, right? The PP in my car.
That would be it.
I'd like to talk to you future medical students. Dr. McGee's and
A stupid world record is on the way in the next segment, plus roadkill, and a lady shoots her private parts somehow. We'll find out how coming up next on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
It's back from France. After 50 years, the cologne exclusively for men. Surrender. I will sing for you now.
As I look back, I remember the odor of surrender.
In the distinctive decanter with the yellow stripe down the back and the white flag on the front. It's Surrender. Surrender is more than a cologne. Surrender is a deodorant too, so you can spend long hours of time holding your hands straight up in the air without concern about body odor. Surrender. Surrender. Just ask any woman. Mademoiselle, what kind of cologne am I wearing?
I give up.
I gave up first. It's Surrender. Take a whiff. What does it smell like?
Smells like chicken.
Surrender. Available at an apothecary near you. You'll find it on the shelf, hiding behind the American cologne. Surrender. The perfect cologne when you're frightened. Surrender is so powerful, no one will even be able to tell you've just pissed your pants. Surrender. Each bottle comes with a beautiful white towel. That's right, mon ami. Buy Surrender cologne and we'll throw in the towel. Surrender. Look for the rifle-shaped decanter. It's unbreakable, and you'll only need a few drops. The cologne is called Surrender from France. You'll hear historians say, something smells Vichy. That's correct again, after all these years. Surrender. And for foot odor, try France's answer to Dr. Scholl's new Pussyfoot.
This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. How about a stupid world record? How about some roadkill? How about a lady who shoots herself in her, well, you'll find out here on the Bob and Tom Show.
There's Josh Arnold lazing at the wisecrack desk. Tell me he's not an actor. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold.
Hello. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I have a suggestion.
What's that?
We have another world record.
Okay.
With David Rush.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we start to pare them down? We start, as Kostaki would say, can we winnow them down? Can we exclude juggling?
No.
And or unicycles. I mean, if he wants to, like, throw a beach ball to Hollywood Hannon across the bay, both naked, fine. But can we do away with the juggling? Can we just cut it down a little bit?
No, this is a good one.
Is it?
Well,
what is it?
Well, hold on to yourselves. Stupid world record. Hold on to whoever's with you. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the farthest distance traveled on an electric unicycle while juggling.
Have you
An
seen
electric
one of these?
unicycle?
Is it the one wheel and you balance on the side?
Yeah,
and
you stand in the thing, and there's no seat. You're standing on this thing.
It's like a skateboard, but with a wheel right in the middle of the board, right?
You're straddling it.
Yeah, you're straddling the wheel.
This big wheel, and it just takes off.
Yeah.
I have not seen this.
So he doesn't have to do anything? He doesn't have to pedal or anything?
No, but he's got to juggle.
No, it's motorized.
You got to keep your balance.
He's just standing there, though.
No, but it's really tricky to ride. Have you ever seen one of these things?
I have seen one of these things, but I just don't. I don't care. I can't even pretend. This David Rush guy, he's a wild man. He's having fun out there. We all get it.
Well, it's interesting.
Is it a solo wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, I
this
see.
deal
That's
here,
it right there.
Okay.
It looks just like a tire that you would stand on that has two pegs.
But it's extremely tricky to ride one of these things.
Well, of course
neat.
it is.
You know, it's tricky to be alive in the world today and make all your demands.
It's tricky to do your taxes.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to see that.
Doing
David
your
Rush
taxes while
does his
juggling.
taxes while juggling. I'll tell you what, people have been juggling the books to do their taxes probably for centuries.
You know what David Rush is? He's mocking God in this. He's going, life isn't hard enough. I'm going to kick it up a notch. I don't care.
No, he's
for him.
demonstrating what hard work and skill can do in this
David
world.
said he was able to travel a total of 35 miles. Good job,
Looking
Dave.
up at the sky yelling, is this the best you can do?
He's mocking him. He beat the previous record by 2 miles. In all, he traveled 141 laps around a track. And he didn't go anywhere.
He only went around a track.
But he's juggling?
Yeah. What do you want? You want him to go through traffic?
Yes.
Oh, that would be something.
Well, I was about to get the record when the fire engine hit me.
He made approximately 32,000 juggling catches during the record. David said the hardest part of his record was being relevant. No, was keeping his feet from falling asleep.
Huh.
And
All right.
you know, if your feet fall asleep, they're up all night. Thank you. Thank you very much. I might have forgotten the phrase during the day.
A bison that's been missing for 2 months has been spotted in Illinois. The Island Lake Police Department said an officer driving on Darrell Road in unincorporated
This is Darrell Road.
Wakanda
This
spotted the
other
bison.
Darrell Road.
Wait a minute. Isn't Wakanda the place from that movie? That
Yes, it is.
Yes, that's exactly
overrated turd of a movie.
Black Panther was
Oh.
great. You're just
Not at all.
old. You just don't get it.
Spotted the bison in the road at night last week. Police said the bison apparently wanted to remind everyone not to speed, pay attention to the road, and not text and drive.
Yeah, that's what it was doing.
Yeah, the bison was first reported missing in September when its owner said the animal escaped while being transferred from a trailer to an enclosure. Authorities reminded motorists to drive carefully and to be aware that the bison is still roaming free in the area.
I saw this video. It's really scary.
Right there by the side of the highway, or what?
No, this runs right in front of this cop car.
Whoa!
And it's a giant bison.
Yeah, they don't make
big.
small ones.
You hit that thing. Wow. You know, bison is a non-binary buffalo.
Jeez.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think you made any
Oh,
sense.
That's
just
two
because of
different
bi.
things entirely.
Well, how about all bison mate with men and women? They're all bis.
Do you know we
How
have no
about that?
buffalo? They're all bison now.
No more buffalo, Tom.
No more buffalo. They're all bison.
We're all out.
They mistook the bison and called it a buffalo.
Apparently, we did have buffalo at one time, but now they're
But technically, all the things we call buffaloes are bison.
correct.
Hey, I've got a
Hitting
question.
one of those is
How do we get out of this conversation? Is
I
there
mean,
any?
oh my, it's been so boring for like 10 minutes.
Here's Pat Godwin. No, nothing.
How about a woman shooting herself in the vagina? You want to read about that?
My gosh!
Yep.
Well,
That
what's
sounds
the vagina
terrible.
Fire
do?
that up over there, Christy.
A webcam model in Georgia has been injured after shooting herself in the vagina while recording a video.
Oh, boy.
According to the police report, officers called to a residence in Thomaston
Go vagina. Go. Oh, sorry.
for an accidental gunshot wound. A paramedic at the scene told sheriff's deputies that the 27-year-old woman, quote, had shot herself in her vagina accidentally.
Come on.
Now, we hear this about men a lot, but we never hear about ladies shooting themselves in the private parts, do we? The man who owned the firearm told deputies the woman has subscribers on a sexual web platform and that she makes sexual videos of herself and people pay her.
With
to
a
see
gun?
Ma'am, that's not a holster. that's your vagina.
The woman was taken to a Macon hospital, later released. The sheriff said the incident
What
is
Macon
unlikely
hospital?
to result in criminal charges.
Man.
You know what kind of videos they are, Josh? Sexual.
Oh.
That's right.
That's a vaginal discharge that penicillin won't cure, man.
Right.
This is brutal.
Yikes.
That was the old,
She was released, so I'm assuming
Okay.
she's okay.
well,
Man.
Talk about the money shot.
gosh darn it. That's rough.
Was it the first time a Magnum was inside her? Ace, you know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
Do you think it was inside? It wasn't inside of her.
I hope. I mean,
wouldn't have been. It would have killed her.
What do you think the
It would've
barrel's for?
killed
She would
her.
have bled to death.
She would have
course it
shot
was.
it. Bullet would have gone inside
I'm
her.
just
and-
telling you what happened.
boy.
Someone needs to explain the term "banged" to her.
These are all funny.
You see, ma'am. It's. I'm so sorry.
Well, women use whatever they can find. You know, a cucumber, toothbrush, hairbrush, shower head, pistol. You know, sometimes you got to find what works.
Beach ball.
God. Beach ball.
I don't know if that's popular
I don't even-
anymore.
Get that.
A beach ball. Look, if you can accommodate, ladies, if you can accommodate a beach ball.
Where did that come
I
from?
was trying to think of something that would be rather really not appropriate.
Yeah.
Next to, you know what?
Beach ball.
It goes
Cactus.
beach ball. No, small toddler.
Cactus is rough. Get back in there.
Get back in there.
I'm returning you.
I'm returned.
Hey, was Alec Baldwin anywhere in this?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Jesus.
Just got cold in here.
Who came up with the big? I could flip a coin. Who came up with that first?
Or now clap your hands. I
Yeah.
can't. Tight, huh? That's a classic, too.
That's hilarious. Now we're rolling. Now we're going.
That's a classic.
And doesn't she know you're supposed to trap beavers, not shoot them?
That's another way.
We have this letter. This is from an aircraft mechanic. I work with a guy with a prosthetic leg. He would often remove it and lay it on the side if he had to crawl into a tight space. One day, myself and another coworker were walking by the abandoned leg, and out of nowhere, my coworker posed the question: if we started fighting and I grabbed his prosthetic leg and started beating you with it, would you yell, "Stop hitting me" or "Stop kicking me"? We finally determined that "stop kicking me" would only be correct if the owner of the leg was the one doing the beating.
I agree. Yes, that's a good conclusion.
I think it depends on where on the leg you're being hit. If you get hit with the foot, I think it's very much a kick. If you get hit with the thigh,
It's a hit.
it's just a hit. They're
I
just
doubt
hitting.
if most prosthetic
Regardless
limbs
of
don't
ownership.
have a thigh. I mean,
Well, it depends on where they're connected.
They'll usually go right up above
All
the
right,
knee.
yeah,
but,
okay. Some of these injuries are more horrible than
Oh,
others.
my
You're
God.
right. Let's not forget that.
Let's focus
Thanks
on
for
that.
illuminating that while we're trying to.
Make comedy. Yes.
I think the funny part about this is the woman yells, "This just got real."
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say, if you're ever in public and someone yells, "This just got real," just run. Go home.
leave.
You know,
Plus the delicious irony of the fact that it's a fake leg, so actually it didn't get real at all. It got quite false.
This is like a philosophy class.
I'm more interested in how she kept her balance. Think about that.
I would think they'd be
She's
a little
probably
better.
used to that.
Yeah, they'd be a little better at keeping their balance on one leg.
But what's happening at a
It's the
hockey game?
flamingo
While you're
syndrome.
swinging a leg, that's
What's happening at a hockey game when you decide that the person 2 rows behind you needs to get hit with your artificial limb?
Who knows what was being
I don't
said?
know.
That's crazy.
You haven't been to a sporting event very often, though, have you?
I just went to an NFL game over the weekend.
Feelings run high.
Chicky turned to me and he goes, "I mean, all those drunk people walking around.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
terrifying."
It is amazing how drunk people get at sporting events.
Yeah, no, I was
really is.
walking in with a 5-year-old when some idiot ran into me. So
Yeah.
apparently a little too much pre-game.
Yeah, sure. Tailgating and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he woke up in his own vomit.
Oh,
There's a
God.
chance.
Go team. Actually, he was so inebriated, I think he was reffing the game.
Oh, here we go. Let it go.
Criticism of the calls.
Let it
No,
go.
I want to know I want a definitive answer to what interference is. That's all I'm telling you. Now, where was I? Pat?
You're not allowed to watch football, and if you are, you can't talk about it ever again.
I'm sorry. You can't make an emotional
You're still
investment
not.
like that and have it decided by some random terrible
Yes,
call.
you can. That's
yeah.
the game.
And
That's the game.
no
Chick,
fun.
what would you say? It shouldn't have been that close that it was
That's
determined
right.
by a call.
That's right. Beat the
Yeah.
other team. Don't
Yeah.
that one call.
Be bad call proof.
No, giving them a free touchdown, that doesn't matter. I'm so sorry. Christy.
Hey, a webcam model in Georgia was injured after shooting herself in the vagina while recording a video for one of those sexy websites.
Talk about loud, though, the echo.
The woman was taken to a Macon, Georgia hospital, later released. The incident unlikely to result in criminal charges, but don't shoot yourself in the private parts, ladies.
No, do we really have to tell you that?
Yeah. And Pat has a song about
Now,
this.
apparently she was doing some kind of...
I said she was making a sexy video
but I mean,
for one
this
of
is
those
probably-
OnlyFans plays.
Probably
kind of thing.
OnlyFans or one of those.
How
Yes.
sexy.
What are the
Well,
other
I
ones,
don't
Josh?
know.
No, you know what I mean? It's.
No.
You're not into firearm play?
I'm not.
Sure, there are guys who
Hey,
are.
do yourself with that gun. Oh, thank you.
That's your loss.
I'm not judging those who are into it. Just not for me.
She had... what are the other websites that do this? What are they called?
There's OnlyFans, there's Fan House.
Chatterbait.
Cam Soda.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Cam Soda. That sounds like a place for soft drinks.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think they did that on purpose, right?
I
So when it
don't- I
shows
don't
up on a
know.
credit card.
Oh.
Remember we talked about that.
All right. Okay, well.
Patty Pat?
I'm ready.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
Just getting ready to sing.
You're
baby.
wandering around in the woods.
Let Pat sing.
How many different websites are there for pornography? Well, let's list them, shall we?
Your next video.
No, I know that they
hamster.
have. Will you take the answer? All of them. Will you
Pornhub,
take that?
RedTube.
Sorry.
XNXX. Be careful on that one.
Now, is she
Funberry.
in trouble because it's not vagina season?
It's not
You can't just go out shooting deer anytime
Wabbit
you want.
season.
It's always
Vagina season.
Is it beaver season? Is it beaver season, Pat?
It might be. You ready to go?
Yep.
I shot the beaver, but I didn't shoot the booty.
The booty.
Oh, no, you heard me, Josh, now. I shot the beaver, but I didn't shoot my boobies off. Oh, no. I'm a webcam model on a site called Chatterbait. I used a gun as a prop, you see, but it went off accidentally. Yes, it went off inside of me, like my baby daddy. I shot the beaver, but I didn't shoot the booty. The booty. I shot the beaver, but I didn't shoot my boobies off. No.
It's a silly joke.
Very good, Pat.
Our apologies to Bob Marley's estate and Mr. Marley, sadly. I'm just curious as to what on earth was going on there. She was probably snuggling up next to it or something.
No, or rubbing.
Who knows?
Just make sure you have the safety on first.
Well, maybe it should be unloaded.
Yeah. Oh, that's a better idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Mr. Baldwin?
Oh, come
I'll
on.
check.
Let's
Twice.
Twice.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
It was my fault.
Well, we don't need to
we're not
call attention
saying
to
it's your
it.
fault.
It's a horrible thing. And
Yeah, well, Lady Di should have worn a seatbelt. End of my argument. Next.
What a terrific argument.
Gosh, you're a maniac. It's insane.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Next, for sure, yes. Christy, what did we...
Wow, the city of Asbury Park, New Jersey has put up a cardboard Christmas tree.
Lovely.
Well, the fresh-cut natural Christmas tree usually graces the
Well, it hardly ever rains in New Jersey.
Grand
so that should be all
Arcade.
right.
Not this time of year.
at Convention Hall on Asbury Park's historic boardwalk. It has been replaced this year by an art installation that is
The Asberries
designed
taste like Asberries.
to be recycled after it's dismantled.
What did they do before?
It has been called beautiful, awesome, and brilliant by some, ridiculous, ugly, and hideous
By most.
others. Yes. One former resident said it looks like an Amazon package.
Huh.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's
Is it obviously cardboard?
Yeah, it's kind of artistic.
3-dimensional or a cutout?
Yeah, it's a sculpture.
Okay.
It's very big. And it looks
Does it have lights on it?
It appears not to. It looks like a big wooden.
Ugh.
But I think it must be cardboard. It's hideous.
You're right.
Christmas trees can be recycled.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Can't they be turned into fertilizer? I have no
Yeah,
idea
I
what
mean,
I'm talking
they can
about.
just mulch
But,
them down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, something like they throw them into Walloon Lake and then the fish all live in them.
Oh, that's good passing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They love those.
Yeah, this is really ugly. But, well, of course, Asbury Park, New Jersey, Willie, famous for...
The Sopranos, I assume? Is that what you're going for?
No.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen. Excuse me. The boss. Bruce.
Bruce is great.
Stone Pony, where he started, yeah.
Yeah, how's this picture not on the top of the tree?
Yeah, really.
Is he a guy that you would embarrass yourself? If you met him in public, would you introduce yourself? Is he maybe the one guy that you would get a little starstruck about?
No. I read his book. It's great, but no, I wouldn't.
I hate when people yell Bruce at his concerts because then he can't hear me booing.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
right.
a good thought.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of sort of with him on this.
I've never been a big fan either. He's all right.
Quit kissing guys on stage, Bruce.
Yeah.
The factory was tough. You've never worked a day in your life.
Coming up next on the Bob and Tom Show, you don't want to miss this. It's a great one. Greg Warren with the Warren Report about peanut butter. You got to hang around and check it out here on the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Good to be here with you on a Tuesday. Greg Warren joins us every week with what we call the Warren Report. One of his first ones was about peanut butter. Greg is pretty knowledgeable about peanut butter. Here's his Warren Report about peanut butter. here on the Bob and Tom Show.
There's Willie Griswold and there's Tom Griswold. Long ago in a young world, when we were all babies, Greg and I would go out on the comedy tour. And I think it was Greg's idea. I'd go, why don't you just act like I'm from Belarus? Or was it my idea?
Yes.
So
you
I
didn't
walk
tell
out.
me any of this.
And this is like, Greg's been on the show a bunch, and he killed it, of course, I guess. And so I go out on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this next comic, he's, please give him a little leeway. He's his first time on stage. He's from Belarus. He's not really clear on our language.
He told me none of this.
That might be the way this happened. Yeah.
So then you went out on stage?
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Warren. And Greg, of course, good guy it is, went ahead and rolled with it and said...
He's first time. He's first time doing joke.
And I think he went ahead and said a joke and messed up the punchline, and way in the back in the theater, a guy goes, "Don't worry, it's your first time."
Very helpful.
It was why you get up in the morning.
That was later in the set when we'd stopped doing the bit and I was doing my act and I stuttered or something, and this guy goes, "Don't worry about it, buddy. It's your first time."
So they thought that you had been able to get rid of your accent in the course of talking.
Yes.
And we're now making interesting observations about various aspects of contemporary.
Another time I was opening for Kathleen Madigan in a Bob and Tom market somewhere in Ohio, I think. And I was doing what I thought was really good stuff, really, really good stuff. And I thought it was going well. And about 10 minutes into the show, this guy just goes, "Open her up, Greg." Quit holding back. Open her up, man.
Give us the A material.
Open her up, Greg.
Warren's sandbagging us. Come on, Greg.
I thought I was doing my A stuff here, man.
Funny.
Now, I've got a couple questions I want to ask you, Greg. But first, it's his first time.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
I've gotten really good at sleeping since I've been on this show.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do it with my eyes closed.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That's the worst one he's ever done.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
I think it might be.
I don't think that's the
I've been in
worst.
here I've been in here for a lot of them. That's by far the worst one ever.
It is one of the worst.
Well, Greg, I didn't want to embarrass you.
You didn't want to show me up.
No upstaging.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, there's a story in the news that I thought might interest you because I know lately you've been talking about this topic. It involves parking and something else. Do you have it, Kristen?
New Mexico State University is offering anyone with a campus parking citation the chance to get out of their jam with some peanut butter. The university will accept at least 80 ounces of peanut butter, the equivalent of 5 to 6 small jars, as payment for a citation for parking without a permit.
I see.
Donations will be accepted through the end of the week at the Parking and ID Card Services office inside the university's bookstore on the Las Cruces campus. All the peanut butter will go to Aggie Cupboard, a food pantry serving the campus community.
Aggie Cupboard, a woman who lives down the street.
I'm Aggie Cupboard, and I appreciate the peanut butter you boys are sending, but I don't really eat that much.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
help out the community, and
who wouldn't take that option?
No joke.
Yeah, and you said 80 ounces?
Uh-huh.
Total, yeah.
That's probably a club pack.
All right.
No, we designed a 240 ounce, a dual 40 ounces that we would sell to Sam's and Costco and stuff like that. Yeah, it's 240 ounces is probably what that is.
Because you used to sell peanut butter.
It's sold Jif, Tom. Yeah,
that's my favorite peanut butter, Greg.
It's everybody's favorite. It's
and I love their slogan: "Choosy mothers choose Jif."
Choosy moms, Tom. Choosy moms.
Yeah, they were a little more casual.
Oh, was it choosy mom?
Choosy moms choose Jif. Now that's that's not fanatical moms.
Have we run out of topics? Is that what we're doing?
No. We haven't. Greg has. When you're not married, don't have kids. You got to talk about peanut butter.
Jerk.
Peanut butter.
No, I'll tell you what.
Talking.
What happened to the
my act's no good.
What happened?
My act
survey? So let me do a little survey here.
Okay, all right.
There's one right answer to this question: Ace, crunchy or smooth?
Peter Pan smooth.
Peter Pan.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Wait, you eat Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Let me be clear here, man. You have COVID. If you prefer that, something's wrong with your taste buds.
All natural Jif,
Yeah.
and it's creamy.
Yes, it's not smooth. It's creamy.
Creamy,
Well, now
not
Jazz
smooth.
is
take
smooth.
let's take a poll. Let's not influence people. Do you like smooth or creamy?
I hate crunchy peanut butter.
I know the numbers on this, by the way. I mean,
Josh?
I'm a smooth guy, but I will not. I won't turn down if somebody said I made you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it's crunchy. I would eat it.
And peanut butter and jelly is your favorite food. You've said that.
It legitimately is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Your thoughts, Greg Warren?
well, I mean, it's 4-1, creamy to crunchy, and
really?
across the board. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah, big difference.
I probably prefer a creamy.
Okay.
But I'm like Josh. I wouldn't turn down crunchy.
I'm a smooth guy. You know, Biscotti has a peanut butter or a
That's like a
butter
cookie butter.
A cookie butter
Yeah,
mix.
it's garbage.
It's so much better than Jif peanut
It's
butter.
not. It's not.
For me, it's a different product altogether.
It's a specialty item that it's not even. Jif's got like a 50 market share. That thing has less than a 0.2 or something. It's
Sure.
You know,
What's the number 2 peanut butter?
these days?
It's got to be Peter Pan.
It used to be Peter Pan when I was in the business.
Was Skippy Annette Funicello?
Yes,
She was the
Annette Funicello.
Yeah.
I don't think Skippy would be number.
And it's Skip. I think it's Peter Pan probably, but at like a distant second at this point. Probably it's these private label.
Right, I was going to say
store brand, which used to drive me insane because it's like the store brand that they have their own peanut butter, and it's their store. They can put it where they want, and they would put it like right in the middle of the Jif section because we're the best. And their whole logic would be, their logic was like, hey, I'm coming for Jif, but look right next to it. Here's a peanut butter that's almost the same for 80 cents less.
Right.
Which the logic doesn't hold up. That would be like, hey, I know you're going to go on a date with a supermodel today and you're going sailing and you're going to eat spaghetti and have sex all day, but for 80 cents less, I could hit you in the face with a brick.
I see the analogy.
That's a fair comparison.
That works.
Yeah.
I am stunned. Yeah.
Here you go. Number 1 is Jif. Number 2 is Skippy.
Yep.
Number 3 is store brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where they're referring to that. Number 4, Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Number 5, Nutella. They're saying Nutella is a...
That's not a peanut butter.
Nutella's not a peanut butter.
Hazelnut spread.
Nutella is to peanut butter what Miracle Whip is to mayonnaise, which is an abomination.
I don't know, man.
Is.
What about Goobers? It already has the jelly in it.
Do you guys remember when Reese's tried to get in the business?
I do. Absolutely.
They're on the list.
I know,
They're
Christy.
they're number 7.
Number 7.
Guys, stay in the candy aisle. We're not playing trick or treat with feeding families over here.
Right.
You don't see Ring Pop trying to get in the jewelry business. It's,
then there's Planters is in the peanut butter business.
I've not tried it.
Again, it's just a desperate, let's cash in on our brand that has nothing to do with it.
Greg?
They make peanuts.
That's direct to the source.
Exactly. It's a
Direct
very
to the
different
source, my
thing,
friend.
Christy.
They smash up peanuts and make it into butter.
That's right, because that's just what peanut butter is, just smashing up peanuts. It's a lot
What
more
else is it?
complex. It's the fortified and
I think you got him. I think you just won.
Fortifying
Let me
like
ask
you're
you this,
playing
Greg.
Risk.
You used to work for the company that sells Jif.
I worked for Procter and Gamble.
Yes, and you're a big Jif fan, as I am too.
I am too.
Yeah.
Did you have like coaching things about helping people with peanut butter recipes? I know, for example, my father loved peanut butter and bacon sandwiches. Did you have any? Have you ever tried that?
I haven't.
It's very good. You've got the salty and the savory.
That sounds great. Yeah,
very tasty.
Don't eat it. It gives you polio.
See, now my
I think I would have heard of that.
My father sadly had polio.
Wow, that's a
Well,
terrible.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's a horrible.
Yeah, I know. Tom never makes jokes about my dead dad.
I've never heard him do that. I've been in this show several times. I've never heard Tom do that. Anything like what you just did. You're a bad person.
This is why I hate Warren.
Do you know who owns Jif now, Tom?
Who?
I have no idea.
Smuckers.
They do?
Smuckers owns peanut butter and jelly. If these guys ever get a hold of bread, it's over. But the government will step in. That's Sherman antitrust, I'm pretty sure. You can't own a whole
This makes the
sandwich.
Facebook, Instagram thing look like nothing. Peanut butter and jelly, that's just terrible.
I mean, you tell they broke up the phone company in the 80s.
Coming up next hour here on the Bob and Tom Show, robots that smell and Dick Hitswater. But next, parrots and more petty crimes. Tom Petty? Never knew.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is out on summer break, and they'll be back next Monday morning right here in these very chairs. Segment here about parrots on the Bob and Tom Show, and more petty crimes are on the way.
In the meantime, we're working on a new TV show. It's either going to be called Petty Theft or Petty Crimes, with a group of brothers, cousins, and friends, all named Petty, right?
Yeah.
And they steal things. They commit petty crimes, but for like Robin Hood style.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Take from the rich, give to the poor.
Sure, and then we've got the fat brother, Heavy Petty.
Mm-hmm.
Christy, your creation is the
Manny Petty.
Manny Petty, the cousin. They call him Manny.
Yeah, Manny.
Okay, and then I think Rice Petty may get.
That's probably going to get
bumped
mixed
from the show.
Sure.
I think maybe because it sounds incredibly racist. Okay,
a Rice Petty.
I'm sorry. We have
Manuel Petty was the yard.
Manny. Okay, we have again. We're not going to go with that.
No.
We're going to go. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of things we have to get to. What have you got over there?
Well, there was a breaking point for one Philadelphia couple getting divorced. We've all been there, most of us. Getting divorced isn't easy, but this one came down to the parrot. In the last few weeks, they were separating real estate, art, other assets, but they couldn't decide what to do with the parrot. So their lawyer, Michael Adler, came up with the obvious solution.
Ask the parrot?
Visitation.
Oh.
Plus prohibiting each man or woman from teaching the parrot negative phrases about the other.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Adler said disputes over dogs are relatively common in divorces, but the parrot provided a new challenge, verbalization. In other words, parrots can talk. Therefore, they can talk trash about the other person.
Oh, yes.
So he spoke with the other lawyers for advice and came up with the idea of just agreeing not to say anything nasty in front of the parrot about the other person.
Okay.
Michael put this on his Twitter, by the way. Just settled a divorce over visitation of a parrot. Neither may teach it negative phrases about the other. I went to law school for this.
Well.
And it ended up trending quite a bit, as you can imagine. Yeah. So you have to have creative skills when dealing with parrots in divorce. You know, that's what happens.
Yep.
A woman in Nevada.
Well, no. I think there's. We had a story. I can't find it about a parrot that started making sounds, and the husband figured out the wife was cheating on him because the parrot was mimicking sounds from the bedroom.
Yes, I had
bedroom.
that for you if you'd like. Yeah.
Wow. So they're going to have visitation of the parrots.
They each get visitation of the parrot, but they cannot talk badly about the other person.
I wonder if they can talk
legal.
I wonder if they can teach the parrot legal terms. If that'd be okay.
What do you mean?
Right, Polly. Polly want a prenup. Polly want a prenup. A parrot inadvertently exposed a husband's alleged cheating by mimicking a flirtatious exchange in front of the man's wife.
Uh-huh.
The woman heard the parrot repeat flirty phrases exchanged between her husband and the housemaid. In this case, the parrot's mimicking of phrases would not be admitted in court. They could not prove, according to the lawyer, that the bird had not learned the intimate conversations while watching a television show.
That could be, I guess.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Holy moly.
What about this one? The owners of Peaches, a cockatoo, say the dramatic parrot reenacts the arguments that preceded her previous owner's messy divorce. According to the new owner of the parrot, Peaches, previously owned by a couple who have since broken up, and apparently likes to reenact their fights.
So the new owners are hearing this parrot?
Yes, talking about their yes.
Shut up, Karen.
So if you want to make sure your husband doesn't cheat on you, I guess the thing is get a parrot.
Yeah.
Karen, why did you do that?
Do me hard and fast before my husband gets home.
Update on petty crimes.
Wow, what?
I just came up with a new petty relative.
Oh, good.
He's a baker. Right. Petty cake.
Are we gonna? If we're gonna do
that, I thought the last name had to be Petty.
Not necessarily
to be a relative.
Well, the bakery would be called Petty Cakes.
Mm-hmm. The alternative lifestyle cousin, Peppermint
Petty.
This has gotten out of hand.
I buy that.
I don't get this one. Can you guys explain this to me? And if it's horrible, we'll just cut this part of the
So far
out.
we've got the fat brother. Live. The fat brother is Heavy Petty.
Yeah.
We've got Manuel Petty. He's Manny Petty, and then Kevin Hart is Black Petty.
Well, we will have a Black Petty. Okay. We don't know if
we can't get Kevin Hart.
You think?
Yeah, come on,
sorry.
Guy Tori.
The cop cousin.
Oh, I like Guy Tori.
Officer Petty
too.
Yeah, Petty Officer. Yeah, that makes Officer Petty. Like Petty Officer in the name.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's no good then.
No, it might work.
A woman in Nevada was arrested after police discovered 4 tigers in the home she shared with her teenage daughter. According to court documents, 34-year-old Tricia Meyer of Houston kept 3 tiger cubs, an adult tiger, a fox, a skunk, and several monkeys in a home she was leasing.
Well,
landlord didn't come over much.
Apparently not.
You can lease a fox? Oh, no.
No, she was leasing her home. Meyer allegedly told game wardens the tigers at their current ages were dangerous and could kill. The animals, by the way, have been confiscated and placed with animal control. She has been charged with child endangerment in addition to pending charges related to her collection of exotic animals.
And now, Josh Arnold presents a joke that only Tom will like.
You know those game wardens. They're up for anything.
This has been a Josh Arnold joke that he knew.
I don't get it.
Game warden. I'm game
Oh,
warden.
I'm up for
I'm up for anything.
They're a game warden.
Oh, so that didn't actually reference the content of this story.
No.
There was a game warden in it.
Yes, there was a game warden.
But the story, I mean, was about what?
It's as close as you get sometimes.
Yep, well done, Chickster.
Thank you, Josh.
What was the story again? I'm sorry. It's a woman that has 4 tigers in her house.
She has 4 tigers, an adult tiger, a fox, 3 tiger cubs, an adult tiger, a fox, a skunk, and several monkeys.
What does she look like? Maybe she's got 4 tigers and a cougar.
Hey!
All right. Maybe she's a fox.
Okay.
No, she has a fox. She's not
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I feel what I just put you through. I'm sorry.
She's got pretty much every mascot in the NFL, doesn't she?
You know what they serve at the Petty Crimes family? One of the Petties dies. We haven't decided yet. But
at the Petty funeral?
At the wake, at the Petty funeral, they would serve Petty Fours. So,
oh, for sure.
Okay, now we're stopping now.
Oh,
and maybe petty melts.
Petty melt, nice petty melt. I love petty melt.
We had dinner the other night. You had a nice patty melt.
I had a nice petty melt. Now it's going to be petty melt for the rest of my flipping life.
Okay.
Hey, a man working in Istanbul decided to film a curious tortoise that turned out to be trying to mate with his shoe.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, Chick has his hand up.
How do you know when a turtle is furious?
No.
How?
No.
Curious.
Oh, curious. Oh.
I said curious.
How do you know
didn't
when
I?
a turtle is curious?
Because he's humping your shoe.
How do you know when a turtle's anything?
Because he's humping your shoe.
You want to come see this video?
It's pretty amazing.
This tortoise is he's humping a shoe.
I
all
was
right.
on my way to work and I ran into this little naughty boy, the filmer wrote. First, he started running after me, and I thought something interesting coming up and hit the record button. He watched in amazement as the tortoise mounts his shoe and lets out a series of squeaky calls.
You know what I'm laughing at? That's the O-face, right?
Oh, yeah.
The tortoise.
He's got his tongue hanging out. Oh, yeah.
The tortoise is kind of a greenish gray with this bright red tongue, and he's got his little pointy tongue out. He's going at it.
He sure is.
God, that's funny.
Humping the guy's shoe. And afterwards, the guy's shoe had never been shinier. That's a turtle wax joke.
Yeah.
Wow, we are all.
A turtle wax joke.
That's the third bomb in about 2 minutes.
You know what? We're not going to get anything done if we start counting them. So
I think we're making up for how good yesterday's show was.
Yeah.
We're back on track now.
Talk about getting some booty.
Booty.
No, nothing.
Oh, boot. A boot.
Oh,
All right.
booty, okay.
Yeah, wow. These have become very tenuous. We got
It was a game, Ward. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Man, that's crazy about that parrot that got divorced and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, they.
It
If I remember the story correctly, Christy had it. There are visitation rights between the couple. Now that they're divorced, they'll exchange the parrot, the custody of the parrot, but they're not allowed to teach the parrot negative words about the other person.
Right.
I'd make the parrot take the stand if that was my divorce. My Aunt Petty had a parrot for years named Dennis. It was always capping up a storm. It would curse. It was about it. It could also sing Phil Collins perfect. Even change the words to CC Studio. It was that smart. It's like a Tupac on Red Bull. Most parrots are dicks. I think it's just their nature. I mean, they're born with rainbow colors, and I think people assume they're warm and fuzzy, but I bet if most parrots were people, they'd smoke 2 packs a day and be degenerate gamblers. I swear to God. I can't imagine having one. My Putty said you have to put them in your will because they live to be over 100 years old.
They live
Or
a long
200.
time.
And if I had one, it'd be like having the audio from Pornhub on loop 24/7. I swear to God. And they claim parrots date back to the dinosaurs, which I don't know if I believe that because I don't believe in dinosaurs.
You don't?
Well, there was only one bird back then, Josh, a pterodactyl. When they claimed it could fly with leather wings, 80-foot wingspan, when the dinosaurs supposedly died at the Ice Age. Okay, that would have been above it, dumbass. There's no way it would have been affected. Plus, if you could fly with leather wings, then every hair band in the 80s would have lost their lead singer due to migration. Think about it. I gotta go.
Thanks, Donnie.
That was extremely helpful.
Christy's watching the video of this tortoise humping the shoe.
You know, the picture's enough for me.
Oh, it's
First off, the tortoise runs at
after
the shoe.
this guy.
It's
Yes.
it's the fastest thing. It's the fastest turtle I've ever seen.
And the tortoise is humping the guy's shoe.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy will move back, and the tortoise it just runs right at him again, and
Right there he's on the tongue of the shoe.
Poor
and
little guy.
His tongue is sticking out.
Yeah. He's trying to get
Keeps
his.
coming back.
Yeah. Get yours, buddy.
You know why he's coming back?
Why?
It was good.
Now,
That was good.
if we could get back to our TV show that we're working on, we're trying to get a title. It's either Petty Theft or Petty Crimes.
I vote petty crimes.
And the idea is it's a band of a family named the Pettys. And you've got the heavyset brother is Heavy Petty.
Right.
Then there's Manny Petty.
Yes.
Okay, and then the head guy's Kevin Petty.
Yeah, or whatever. We can, it's just you can't have everybody be
But
a pun.
I was trying to think of a detective show kind of theme for it.
Yes.
And because we think petty theft is taken and petty crimes.
Well,
how about this? Just hear me out on this.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
How about in the tradition of James Garner, the Rockford Files, we go with the Petty Files.
Well,
that
that's
would
wrong
be
for
dangerous.
a bunch of reasons.
Well, there's a lot. Yeah.
That would be a tough one.
Someone tweeted me that about an hour ago.
You're gonna
And
go
I exercised restraint. If I had said that, I would have gotten. Oh, right.
Yeah.
This is done.
The Petty Files.
On the way in just a couple of minutes more, the Bob and Tom Show on a Tuesday, a square-wheeled bike. And Dick Hitzwater will check in with us. Don't want to miss that. It's coming up next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound. We use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Zysol is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Zysol keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Zysol. At night.
Back now with more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Tuesday morning. It's Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. Again, the gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning. How about a square-wheeled bike? And Dick Hitzwater checks in on a Tuesday morning.
A real mess this morning, so don't go anywhere. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chicky boy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I am Chicky boy.
Chicky boy.
And here is Tom Griswold.
Did you give Chick the bicycle story?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I mean,
All right,
he was
give it to
whining
him.
about. No, it's just a great
Give it to him.
story in sports.
It's not really a sport, is it?
Not really. It's just incredibly dumb. It's almost. Are you vomiting over there? You okay?
No.
What's
low blood. It's fine.
Oh, my gosh.
Let him do his thing. You want sports or not? He's got to work over there.
Now sports with Doc Holliday.
Oh, I'm sorry, the phone's ringing. Could you grab it?
Well, it looks like somebody just walked on your grave. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for David Hyde Cox, and this is some other news.
Shame on you.
Well, it's finally official. The Green Bay Packers have traded franchise quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Rodgers will go to the New York Jets in exchange for 2 draft picks and broadcasters Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. Now that Bed Bath & Beyond has declared bankruptcy, the retail chain has announced plans to close hundreds of stores. Minutes after the announcement, the CEO of the Spirit Halloween chain of pop-up Halloween stores said in a press release, "I've got such a boner, it's spooky."
They're going to be taking over the Bed Bath & Beyond stores every Halloween, of course.
That's the answer right there. And finally, after years of research, I am finally ready to announce the results of my privately funded long-term investigation.
Oh.
If you're wondering which meal is the best one to eat off a hooker's chest, the answer is brunch.
Oh, who knew?
Thank you. That was a lot of work.
Important research.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for David Hyde Cox, and this has been Some Other News.
David Hyde Cox. Wally's boy.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. I didn't know that Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson have been traded to the Green Bay Packers.
We'll have to see how that works.
Well, they're free agents. We don't know.
Okay. You all right over there? Were you choking on something?
A group of YouTube engineers have created a functional bicycle with square wheels.
Oh, I saw this.
Isn't that amazing?
I saw the video on this.
You have
Isn't that great?
You have to see this. It's so great. It's so dumb. It's fantastic.
They're essentially tank wheels. Like they kind of look like they work like tanks. They get treads that move.
So you imagine a standard bicycle size wheel, except it's square, and then
Can you possibly imagine that?
Can you possibly shut your eyes and imagine?
I'm trying to describe this.
You've lost your mind.
I think Josh has new marketing for wheels. Tank wheels sound so cool.
The square wheels themselves do not roll, but much like a tank, the rubber tires are paired with 4 sets of treads.
Yeah.
To create a continuous tread that rolls around the outside of each square wheel.
But my gosh, the guy cruises around like he's on a regular bike, doesn't he?
It's not square wheels at all. They're tank treads.
No, but they're square.
No, it's tank treads.
No, the wheels are square.
No, it's tank
They
treads.
are square wheels, man. You'll like it.
Are they rolling around on the square wheels?
Yes.
No, they're not.
The
tank treads are hitting the ground. Are the square wheels hitting the ground?
Yeah. One of the
square wheels.
One of the 4
are
sides
hitting
of the
ground.
wheels is on the ground.
Yeah. You'll check it out.
Just
no, I don't want to.
And how they turn is I didn't know that they'd be able to turn, and they totally can.
Yeah, not gracefully, but yeah, they can turn.
They can
slowly.
do it. Yeah,
This reminds me of something Inspector Gadget would use.
Yeah,
go square wheel bicycle.
Oh, I love that episode.
Yeah.
The fact that it's utterly ridiculous and completely impractical is what makes it so much fun.
I was wondering, did they say why?
I think just because it looks so weird to see a
Oh
guy
my God.
going
Look
by
at-
in a
So
bicycle.
they invented it just so it looked weird. What?
I think so. It's just
Can
fun.
you see that?
I mean, it's incredible looking. You look at it and you go, how the hell is that man moving?
Well, the treads are the square wheels do not touch the ground.
Yes, the bottom.
The tread, no, it doesn't. The tread is touching the ground.
Well,
not
that's like
the
saying in a
tread.
regular bicycle, the wheel's not touching, the tire is touching. The tread is the equivalent of the tire.
The tread is orbiting around a
I like
square instead of the top of the square wheel. Never goes down. It stays.
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the tread hitting the ground, not the square wheel
Right.
hitting.
The
Okay, yeah, you're
square
right.
wheel
The hub,
isn't moving.
the hub and the spokes, none of those are turning at all.
It could be in the shape of an oval. It's just fun. It's silly and
It is silly looking. I'd laugh out loud if I saw a cruise by me.
just goofy.
Be like, what the hell's happening to the world in physics?
They could do one of those penny farthings.
Oh my gosh, a big squirrel,
Like that?
a big square and a little square?
Yeah.
Man, oh,
Is that
man.
even physically possible to do?
I think so.
We got to get the best scientists in the world on this.
It's just fun.
Yeah, to make a postcard stamp? That's what they would call it. Because a penny farthing, you see a small and a large circle.
It's like that
postcard stamp.
It's like when you see this. What do they call that? What do they call that engineering where it's cast iron rocket ships and
They call it cast iron rocket shipping.
Cast iron rocket ships.
yeah, like
How would that ever lift off?
well, that's the whole thing.
We have the heaviest material.
Yeah,
Like paradoxical physics?
That's
Is
the
that what you're...
yeah. What's the movies where they do all that stuff? I can't remember. It'll come to me.
Isn't there
Usually we jump right on you, but we have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy from the I can't get it in my mind.
Okay, that's all right.
Who's the guy from The Office?
Steve Carell?
Steve Carell. Remember the movie, the first one he made with he's the voiceover of the cartoon.
Get Smart?
Dr. Seuss?
Oh, Despicable Me?
Despicable Me. All the physics in that with the crazy looking science and ridiculous
That was a cartoon.
flying.
Right.
You
metal
know that was a
objects.
cartoon, right?
I know. Well, this is like a living cartoon. It's a bicycle with square wheels. It's sort of
You guys don't know my friend. His name is Gru. He has a bunch of friends that are minions. You just don't get it. You're not familiar with Gru. Excuse me.
I'm telling you, check out the square-wheeled bicycle. It's really cool.
I posted it on Twitter. You can take a look at it.
It's fun.
But does it help anything? This reminds, at least the crank radio that you brought in one morning.
Oh, Chick, the answer to your question? No.
Yes,
that helps people who don't have electricity.
It's getting engineering
this is
people.
absolutely stupid.
It's getting them to think of a problem and solving it.
Yeah, because round-wheeled bicycles.
What a hassle, these round wheels.
Yeah, how much money did they waste on this neat thing they did? How much money did they waste?
Finally, after all these years, something has reinvented the wheel to make it less effective. I think it's important.
Now from Alex, someone please tell Tom Mythbuster guys made a working car that ran on square wheels over a decade ago.
Well, that's a car. This is a bicycle.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's
there's
the same concept.
Well, but there's nothing. There's
Not a
nothing.
concept, it's an idea. Gravity is a concept.
That bikes and cars share. They don't
Yeah?
both roll on round wheel.
No.
Oh, you've been found out, pal.
Well, I'm sure. I'm just saying it's fun. It's interesting.
Would you buy a bicycle with square wheels?
I know it's dumb. Of course not.
Yeah, but you'd get to hey, want to come
would
over
talk to
tonight?
you all
See
the
the
time.
square. You would be the guy. You want to come over tonight?
It's a challenge for some of the great engineers.
You'd make Willie ride it all around. Go, Willie, ride that square wheel bike like you do.
Yeah.
Here's how that conversation. Hey, I got a bike with square wheels.
Oh yeah.
You want to see it?
No, huh?
Oh, yeah. Most people don't.
Yeah.
All the kids in the neighborhood would want to come down. Cool.
All the kids in the hookup. Yeah, oh, well.
You have to get a bike lock for it? Nope. Nobody wants to steal it. Just sits there. No one ever touches it.
Yep.
Just stays right outside the coffee shop all day long.
That would be a modern day candid camera. Put a square-wheeled bike out there unlocked at the bike rack. You see your average. We thought it would be funny if we put the square-wheeled bicycle out there at the bike rack to see what a standard thief would think of a square-wheeled bicycle.
If you've seen it,
Here he comes now.
It doesn't go very fast. He'd have to just pick it up and carry it away.
What the hell is that he's saying?
Okay, well, I thought it was fun. Apparently not.
They kind of look cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Impractical and
dumb.
Odd.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would think it would be difficult. You just couldn't hop on it and ride it. I think
it does take them a while to get going.
It would throw your brain off.
But it's just an engineering challenge. It just shows that the great engineers in our culture can do anything.
Or waste a lot of money and time.
Okay.
Or they could solve hunger. Either way, it's fine.
They're working on it.
We got our best guys. What are they working on? A bike with square wheels for some reason, but they're our best guys, aren't they?
This is like
best of the best.
This is a game they're playing on the way to inventing something really practical and great.
The best and the brightest are working on square wheels for bikes. What a great
One of these
idea.
days, when one of these square wheel guys comes up with something genius, they'll go, "Well, I
learned cut my teeth on this."
Yeah, we'd all go. You could have done it faster if you hadn't wasted your time with that square-wheeled bike.
Okay, fine.
It's an intense solar storm has the northern lights gracing the skies farther south than usual.
So, weathermen in outer space, it's going to be a busy day. Okay.
A blast of super hot material from the sun late last week hurled scorching gases known as plasma toward Earth at nearly 2 million miles per hour.
Some consider me a blast of scorching hot material.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
In what alternate upside-down universe would that be?
Let me have this.
Okay.
The Earth felt the brunt of the storm on Sunday. Conditions eased Monday, but auroras might still be visible as far south as South Dakota and Iowa.
Willie, are you giggling at the word brunt?
No.
You are your father's son.
Don't point that out. I thought I flew under the radar. I don't think the cameras were on me.
She said brunt.
It was an honest moment. Man, just rhymes are funny, man.
I had a friend on a plane yesterday, Sunday night.
Harriet Brunt?
No.
Or
She
Emily or
was
Charlotte?
flying back from Florida, and you could see the aurora borealis from the plane.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was flying back from Florida and she was flying back from Naples and the flight attendant said nipples. Because one time that happened to me when I was a kid. We laughed the whole flight home.
The flight attendant accidentally said nipples?
She said, we're departing from Naples, Florida. And baby, we didn't stop laughing until we landed in Indy.
Is that right?
Nipples.
I've not seen. Who here has seen the aurora borealis?
I have not.
I have.
You, of course.
Yeah, in Michigan, right?
I was backpacking across Intelligentsia Island. And,
I'm sorry.
And next thing I know, I'm walking along at a standard pace, and my coolie that I'd hired to carry my bag
Sorry, Jeff.
said, "Look, boss, aurora borealis."
Bossman. Bossman Tom.
Thank you, John Vive. I appreciate that.
Bossman Tom, look over there.
I'm
I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive me, Josh. I've actually didn't spend most of my youth watching TV at night.
The frickin' do.
In the summer, I would go places.
You should see.
Take a canoe and.
You can see the northern lights.
You can see the lights from the airport.
Yeah.
One of the two. Show everybody else that picture.
No. They're green.
Nope.
I don't know about that.
That ain't the aurora borealis, you hillbilly.
Wait a minute. They were taking
It's
off from
downtown.
Oh no, they were taking off from.
She just flipped me off. She scratched her nose, acting like she was someplace. Ah!
Well, they were taking off from Florida. You know how common it is to see them in Florida.
I didn't say that she was in Florida. She was landing.
In Florida?
No, this way, coming north.
Landing
Somewhere
where?
in the Midwest.
Let's just move on here.
Am I supposed to say that?
No,
your friend's a liar.
No arguing.
No arguing. This will be a short show.
Yeah, no joke.
So much for that.
Louisiana
linchpin.
Pizza Restaurant is offering up free pizza for a year in exchange for Taylor Swift tickets. Xander White, owner of Z's Pizzeria in New Orleans, told WGNO.
GNO.
Me and my wife are big
We're
fans and
Would
would
it
love
be?
to go.
Would it be Huguenot?
Genetically engineered.
I don't see a way to get tickets because they're way too expensive and too hard to get. White has since placed a sign at his pizzeria that says free pizza for Swift tickets.
Wow.
He said we'd do at least a year of free pizza for 2 Taylor Swift tickets. So we'll see if that happens.
The old barter system, Tom.
I wish we'd go back to it.
A pound of salt for a sturdy cat.
Yeah, it's super efficient. Well, I got to pay the AT&T bill. That's going to be 17 pizza. No, it's incredibly inefficient.
Well, you just got to keep logs.
Yeah, you got to keep track of this stuff.
Good luck to this guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it might work out for somebody. This Taylor Swift ticket's rather hard to get, but they're out there. We'll see. Are you going to try to go see that show, Christy Lee?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My girls aren't.
They're not Swifties?
No, not really.
Oh.
Okay, I'm surrounded by them.
I'm sure they're a little younger.
Nothing make me happier than Taylor Swift's opening night concert, and they're taking shots at the crowd, and she's, killing it, and all of a sudden there's Tom sitting.
He's got in his Raycon listening to an audiobook.
Flying about. Yeah.
No, that's not what
Listening to the Allman Brothers at the Fillmore, probably.
First of all, they've already gone to see the show.
Yes.
And so...
you didn't have to take them.
I didn't have to take them. So she's great. I would have gone.
Oh, did you have Taylor do a show for them? That's nice. That's really nice.
They happened to be somewhere where she was.
In his new backyard amphitheater, haven't you seen?
Oh, God. Very small backyard. Now, let's just move forward here.
Indeed.
Give me the teaser.
Well, we have a dragon bursting into flames at Disneyland. We have a zoo wanting to put people in bird costumes. We have some archaeology in the news today, too.
Hey, look, all our birds died, and when the people come to the zoo, they expect to see birds. So.
We're going to have to put...
Here's your soup.
Now, go peck it up. Let's go.
No, don't crap on the cars.
No. What now? Also coming up, comedian.
I've seen the Roar Borealis.
Sorry.
I'd like to see them.
I'd love to see it sometime.
See,
I bet your friend would too, considering she hasn't yet.
See, Chick, you see things like that if you go outside. I'm sure you were watching Kojak or something while I was.
Kojak.
Who loves you, baby?
It was Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker. That was
no. Kojak was Telly Savalas.
No, I know.
And
I'm saying he wasn't.
He had that creepy finger. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice he had a creepy
Telly
finger.
Savalas had the weird one deformed little finger.
What?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I would think they'd shoot around it. What are you talking about?
It was gross.
I believe that's an arthritic condition a lot of people get.
I know.
Their little fingers.
I'm
perk
evil.
up.
You are evil. The first step.
I would have chopped it off. Okay, Telly. Sorry, we're going to lop that thing off.
Cam home.
It's disturbing the kids.
Coming up Friday, carrying my.
I was carrying my own backpack.
Yeah, sure.
Paddling my own canoe.
Sure you were.
Kostaki.
Quickly, Cam Ho, quickly.
Don't dilly-dally now.
Remember the great line in My Favorite Year? Who the hell is Niblick?
Remember what I told you? If this is a good trip for me, I'll bring over your brother. Now, come on, let's go.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up next for you. Robots that smell and burning things have a fire extinguisher handy. This is the Bob and Tom Show. More of the Bob and Tom Show now on a Tuesday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. We got some robots that smell. I don't know if it's a bad odor or if they smell. And burning things here on a Tuesday morning.
We're not through with robots in the news.
Robots.
Researchers have developed a robot that can smell odors. Scientists were able to give a robot a sense of smell. A robot then uses the machine learning algorithm equipped with a library of smells to identify odors with a level of sensitivity 10,000 times higher than that of commonly used electronic devices.
I've always wondered if they had this. This would be great.
Well, you've always wondered about this.
Yeah, a machine that would smell, and so there would be. I mean, this is obviously for I assume they're looking for explosives at airports and stuff.
Well, yeah, it could one day be used to identify explosives,
Arf, arf,
drugs,
arf.
diseases.
This man has cocaine.
But you could have it outside the men's room here, and there'd be like a deep, deep, deep.
Do not enter.
Alert, alert.
This is going to put dogs out of business.
Ace had Ty last night.
Oh, my God.
Jennifer's flowing. Back.
Yikes.
Christy has a bladder infection.
HR might have a problem with that.
Willie got chlamydia again.
He might be a carrier.
This is really interesting. I mean, I wonder if does the smelling machine do a readout of what it's smelling?
If not,
what's the point?
what do you think it just tells you? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, is it?
You want it quantified or something?
Yeah, I mean, what is the unit of stench, if you will?
Oh, I see.
There probably is one. In the world of science, is there a measure of terrible smells? Like there's the Scoville scale for, say, hot.
There must be an
sauce.
olfactory measurement. There must
like
be.
Skunk would be here, and then Uncle Clarence's farts just above skunk. And then there's of course, it's because of the humidity. This is really, I mean, in the future, I mean, for example, could you have a machine in your house that would measure, say, natural gas?
Well, yeah, I think that's
odor-free.
That would be a perfect example of what this would be used for, maybe.
Okay, so that's serious.
Yes.
All right. I just think it'd be really cool if you had that. Remember that cheesy robot voice? You know,
Danger, Will Robinson.
Have that one go. Oh, danger! Severe fart from the old. Well,
there are other smells besides farts. You know.
Yeah. Worse smells than farts.
Funnier?
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Funnier,
maybe not funnier.
Yeah, like napalm. Not all that funny.
Right.
Appealing to some.
What's a funny smell? Like cotton candy burning at the fair. That's kind of a funny smell.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Kind of gets you in a wacky mood.
Worst smell: burned popcorn in a microwave.
Yeah,
that's a bad one.
I had to throw one out.
That's a bad one.
The microwave?
Yeah, it was at Sam's house. Someone.
You're a menace. So Sam comes home and all of a sudden, where the hell's the microwave? What the hell happened? Dad came over. He burned popcorn. He had to throw it away.
And, it wasn't me. It was one of the helpers, and they instead of setting it for like whatever it's supposed to be 2 minutes, they set it for 20.
Oh.
I mean, it was brutal. And then that microwave was actually built in, so we had to, take off the combing and then find
Couldn't
one.
you just clean it?
No, it was too far gone.
Huh.
That's sort of been weaponized. In the dorms, the rumor was if you thought you were going to get in trouble for pot because your room was stinky, you burn some popcorn in the microwave, pot smell, gone.
Oh.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
It's
though,
fairly ingenious.
when you do that, though, it just smells like pot and burnt popcorn.
Oh, really? It didn't totally mask it?
No.
You know what? Would you blame me if I'm over here sitting thinking you were at Sam's house and you're looking around
Right.
and you got a little bored and you thought, I wonder what would really complicate things around here. Now that microwave's built in, I wonder what I can do with that. And then you purposely burn popcorn. So you had
I didn't do it. No, the one that I did, but I didn't do it on purpose. The other time we had to replace it. I had a couple of
the other time.
Yeah, we had a couple of enchiladas or whatever, and I popped them in there from Laha, Willie. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize that inside the foam box, they'd wrapped it in foil.
You got to check that stuff.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
No. See, but you should teach a class.
You shouldn't be microwaving the phone box anyway.
Exactly.
No,
How to win friends and influence people. Well, it certainly wasn't my fault. There should have been a warning on there's aluminum foil. Do not place in microwave. You're
God, that
amazing.
Thing just lit up.
Here I was innocently microwaving styrofoam.
That's right.
And there was aluminum foil in it.
They should warn people about this.
Meanwhile, you're afraid of all the things in the world that are going to kill you, like Brinks trucks and the gas station truck filling up, but you're microwaving styrofoam and foil.
You're talking to a guy who almost cut his thumb off moving a bunch of stuff on Sunday. See the bandage?
Yeah. How's that going? Is your skin growing back?
it's complicated.
Does that have a smell issue, by the way?
No,
Sam
the guy-
was at dinner with you the other night, and he said that your thumb has a smell issue.
No. The doctor said if this starts to smell, come back because it's infected.
Ugh.
He gave me a bunch of shots. I'm fine. So, yeah, I just can't get it
Well,
wet.
Tom's out with gangrene of the thumb.
I thought they were going to have to do a skin graft. It was a pretty bad cut.
They're going to have to take my computer away from me because
Now
I
what?
can't stop looking at what I found. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like woodchucks curling. And that's right. You heard me. There he is. Look, he's getting ready to go. There's a woodchuck.
That's a woodchuck. And
There he goes. He's curling. Wait a minute. Yep. Oh, hey. There we go. Look at this. The other woodchuck. Let me tell you something. If you're not watching woodchucks curling on Twitter, you're missing the boat. Okay?
Yeah, that was an old commercial, wasn't it?
God, that's hilarious.
You think that's a real thing?
It's an absolute real thing. They train.
It's like an old ad.
They train these woodchuck. So you are really you should, Christy, you should get married. You both could battle fun across America.
The Killjoy family.
The Killjoys.
That's hilarious.
That's a great.
It was sort of amusing 15 years ago when it was on TV.
Well, that makes it less funny today that it existed 15
That's
years
what I'm
ago.
telling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Chick, I loved it.
Thank
you turned
you.
your computer.
You-
I didn't.
You laughed out loud.
I loved it when it originally aired as well.
I thought it was a little Photoshop, and then what happened? It played a beautiful film that we all got to watch. Don't you like watching films with your friends?
So many reasons I don't like you. I'm looking right at you.
That's mean for Josh. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday to use my gift card before
sir.
they stopped accepting them.
I think they already did.
He goes, I learned this from a tweet by Roy Wood Jr. What I hadn't considered was in the final days, the place was a zoo. Absolutely packed. It was like Christmas season line at checkout.
I bet.
The good news, I got a sweet salt and pepper grinder set.
Cool.
And a woodwick candle.
Very nice. Awesome.
Tom, have you ever been to a store that's really going out of business and they're in the liquidating their inventory?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember why. Where did you go?
Some stores in the 80s, but it was just weird to watch a store that was always full, but now the shelves are barren. and
Yeah.
The sales are never good. They're never good. Remember when Circuit City went out? And I went into Circuit City thinking I was going to get all these DVDs and stuff for cheap,
Right.
and they were like, they did not lower the prices.
Wow.
I
Wait
was
a minute.
furious.
Is this like a story from like 15 years ago?
That was about 15 years ago. Yeah.
So well, much like.
But
my
the difference
woodchuck.
is I didn't post it on the internet and act like it was new.
No, you broadcast it, and I didn't say it was new. I said I was enjoying it. You dick.
You had to pay full price.
Do you like this guy?
No,
I made this guy to cheer you up.
What is that guy?
Little smiley face paper ball.
What a dick.
That's nice.
He
Thank you
looks
very
like a
much.
frog.
That is freaky.
Froghead.
That's what.
name is Little Josh.
That's what the weird art kid makes, and he's a shrine of him in his desks, and he talks to him.
Josh throws stuff at me.
Well, you threw bad words at me.
Okay, ladies, can we move on here?
God, grow up.
Forgot where we were.
You got in trouble. You got in trouble.
I did.
Okay.
Put you both in timeout.
When I was growing up, now that you mentioned this going out of business thing, there was a furniture store.
Went out of business every 6 months?
Yeah.
Literally, I thought the place was
And by
called
the way,
Going
after
Out of
that
Business.
story from Ace, after his story, I think God knows I love the joke of the day. I think we should have, every day we should have at least one story from Ace and just let him tell us the story and we just all sit back and listen. I absolutely insist on it. I walk, mister.
So I think he
And
raises
now
a
it's
good-
story time with
raises a good
Ace.
point. Why is it that the furniture store place would go out of business every 6 months?
I'm
is
with
that a
you.
scam?
I think it is a scam. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, but Bed Bath & Beyond apparently out of business for real, sadly. God, it's got to be rough to be an employee and get real enthusiastic.
No kidding.
Right?
In fact, sometimes they fire their entire staff and they bring in temps.
Oh, do
just
they
for those
really?
closing events because they first off the theft is insane.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm stealing battery organizers till I leave.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. Comedian Brett Terhune next hour and some Tomisms. You want to stick around for that. Next, another Warren report with Greg Warren about Twinkies on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back on a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher speaking. We have another hour to go here on the show as the gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning. How about another Greg Warren report, this time on Twinkies?
I believe we're going to hook up with comedian Greg Warren for a special edition of the Warren Report. Hey, Greg, it's good seeing you. There he is. We got him on the big screen here. He's at home in St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good. Good.
Hey, Greg, I watched your special on YouTube. Greg Warren, Salesman?
Yeah?
Yeah. Thanks, chick.
Yes, it was something.
Oh, come on, man.
Greg, I tell you
just
what.
said nothing.
You know,
People listen to you.
I love you, and it was very funny.
Greg, right on top. There we go. This comes to us. Lisa in northern Iowa said, the best comedy show ever.
Oh, wow.
I watched Greg Warren, Salesman. I laughed until I cried. Greg is a master. Thanks for plugging the show. It made my day.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's
She
wonderful.
wrote that letter yesterday and sent it to us this morning. So, yeah, a lot of big praise for this. What we're talking about is the Greg Warren, his newest special. And Greg, it's called Greg Warren, Salesman, and it's
called The Salesman.
Oh, sorry. And
Greg
it's
gets mad.
it's on YouTube.
Don't get mad.
He gets real mad if you don't say The Salesman.
Okay.
I get mad now.
So is it?
Yeah, you know, when your face popped up, you look mad.
Yeah.
So how does one find that on the internet, Greg? I am in a new house and don't really have a TV functioning yet. But go ahead. What is it?
Well, you could just Google Greg Warren, the Salesman, or you could go to the Nate Land YouTube channel. I got some emails as well, Tom.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Yeah, and they were overwhelmingly positive, except for one.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it does.
It said, you are despicable.
Oh, wow.
Said, I've been a fan for a long time, and I watched the special, and I enjoyed the first half hour. And then you started making fun of nurse practitioners, which I do have a joke about nurse practitioners.
Mm-hmm. It's very clear that you respect them.
She said, well, not according to her, Josh. She said it was very disrespectful and that she was never going to watch me again, and she was going to tell all of her friends to never watch me again.
Ah, yeah.
What was the...
She must be a nurse practitioner.
She was. She said she was a nurse practitioner.
But
I should have pointed that out. But I wrote her back. I said, hey, I'm sorry. I don't want anybody to be sad when they watch my comedy. But next time, could you have a doctor reach out to me? Because I don't.
That won't help.
You took a very similar approach to what I do when I'm told such things.
You know what happened to me?
Double down.
I did not seek Greg's stand up on my television. My television told me to watch it.
Really?
I went home one day, turned it on. Oh, Greg Warren, the Salesman. Picked for you, Greg Warren, the Salesman.
You have YouTube TV, right?
I do,
Yeah.
and it just shoved it down my throat. So I felt like I should watch it because everything else might be in jeopardy if I didn't watch it.
And that's
Hey,
where
Chick,
the NFL
that
Sunday
voice
Ticket-
that you're doing, is that me or is that the computer?
That's you, Greg. Greg Warren, the Salesman.
Well, Greg, I know that you respect
I like
nurse
peanut
practitioners, and that was just someone did not quite understand the joke, apparently.
Yeah, clearly a
Yeah.
joke.
All right, okay.
Very much a joke.
It's
I
very clear.
respect them a lot.
Yeah.
Now, what is our topic for today's?
Hostess Twinkies, Tom.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I love Hostess Twinkies. I bet
Do
I
you?
could eat. I could eat 10 Twinkies.
Well, they've gotten smaller.
10?
Have they gotten smaller?
I
They
think
have.
yeah.
I bet
They did.
Greg will tell us all
They
about
did.
this.
Okay.
They've definitely gotten smaller. The recipe's different. Things
Yeah.
have changed.
I agree.
I can't tell you about the recipe, but they did get smaller a few years ago. But they did move the expiration date up 30. It used to be you could only keep those around for 26 days. Now you can keep them around for 60 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't go bad for
or
60
days. Years,
Well,
whichever comes first.
Yeah,
Well,
that's like a misnomer. That's a funny thing. Some Maine high school teacher kept a Twinkie on his chalkboard for 30 years. And I don't know what to prove some point that they weren't going to disintegrate, but they're not good to eat at that point.
I would hope not.
Yeah. They were invented in 1930. James Dewar, not of the Scotch Dewars, but James Dewar was running the Illinois location of Continental Bakeries. And he realized the strawberry shortcake machines were only being used during strawberry season, which was like 6 weeks out of the year back then.
Oh.
So they're doing nothing with them. And he thought, okay, I'm going to invent this like sponge cake. I'm going to make like a banana cream filled sponge cake. That's right. Twinkies were filled with banana cream at first. Did you know that?
I'd like that.
I did know that, yes.
Yeah, they and then during World War II, we were rationing bananas, so that's when they switched to vanilla cream, and they stuck with it. In 2006, when the movie King Kong came out, they went back to banana cream for a while to celebrate King Kong. The movie.
I missed that.
So tell us more about the Twinkie. When did they hit the market exactly?
1930, Tom, and James Dewar was in St. Louis, my hometown. That's where they made a lot of the shoes back then, and he saw some shoe billboard for Twinkle Toe shoes.
Wow.
And that gave him the idea. They were originally called Twinkles. According to James, he shortened it to make it a little zippier for kids to Twinkies. No, James, you didn't shorten it. You just switched out an I for an L. It's the same amount of syllables. Apparently, these 30s kids could not handle the letter I or L. I'm sorry. And James was a big fan, of course, of his own food, Twinkies.
Oh, boy.
He said at one time, some people say Twinkies are the quintessential junk food, but I believe in the things. I fed them to my 4 kids, and I feed them to my 15 grandchildren. My boy Jimmy played football for the Cleveland Browns. Twinkies never hurt him.
Oh.
Well, maybe if you would have given him a couple salads, he might have played for the Niners or the Eagles or an NFL team.
Nice chicken breast would have gone a long way there, Dewar.
No, he was a big advocate. He smoked a pack and a half a day and
of Twinkies.
Wow. How do you get those things to light?
No, cigarettes. But he also ate Twinkies every day.
To eat Twinkies every day, man.
Tom's probably familiar with this. 1979, a guy named Dan White killed George Moscone and Harvey Milk.
Sure.
This is a very famous case.
And
San Francisco, the supervisor board.
Right. The media called it the Twinkie defense.
Right.
Basically, they argued that he was depressed. The media kind of conflated this a little bit, but they argued that he was depressed and that the fact that he ate all these Twinkies and junk food was a sign of his depression. But the media sort of turned it into, well, the Twinkies made him do it. Whatever it did, it got it reduced from murder down to manslaughter. I don't think I've had some pretty bad junk food binges in my life. I think it's part of the wrestling, making weight and stuff or whatever. And I can tell you when I'm in the middle of one of those, I don't have the energy to murder someone. Really, I'm a pretty peaceful, docile guy when it comes to that.
Greg, I have a quick question. Have the Twinkies always come in 2-packs?
I don't know that.
Thanks for nothing.
Yes. I assumed that Twinkies, the name was Twin. So, yes, I did stop at a convenience store yesterday and picked a couple up, and they were in a 2-pack, if that helps.
Did you eat them?
I had a little bit of one, just to remember. Good.
Oh,
Good. Yeah, they are good.
Yeah, good. They're good. It's not my favorite Hostess snack by a long shot, though.
What's your favorite?
I would probably say Ding Dongs.
That's a good choice.
I went through a fruit pie phase when I was in high school. And
Those are
really
amazing.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
they're so good. You know that Twinkie the Kid is the mascot, right? guys?
Sure. He's got the lasso.
And he's got a
Yeah,
nice
he's got a
hat.
cowboy hat.
Sure.
But did you know there's all these other mascots? I didn't realize. King Ding Dong,
right?
Captain Cupcake, Fruit Pie the Magician, the Hostess Pie Technician.
I remember.
He's got two jobs.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of hat on a hat there.
He's trying to make ends meet.
Happy Ho Ho. That's sort of a Robin Hood like character. He
Okay.
has a bow and arrow. And then Chauncey the Chocodile.
Love the Chocodile.
Remember the Chocodile? Yeah.
The Chocodile is the best one. That's the best thing going, man. God, that was
Crocodile.
They were
chocolate covered.
They look like
Yep.
Twinkies, yeah.
chocolate covered Twinkie, and they were sort of regional.
You'll see them every now and then.
Really?
So good, man. Chauncey would say it takes a while to eat a Chocodile. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. No.
Now, I believe, Greg, I don't know if you're aware of this. When Ding Dongs came out, I think that they were Ding Dons or
What?
King
Is it-
Dons.
Is that right?
I think so.
Man, I did not. I just
didn't
saw
know
none of
that.
that in my research.
Weren't they originally called Big Black Dongs?
No, they were not, Josh.
Oh, I thought they were. And it was like, hey, put a big black dong in your mouth.
1967.
The old
Chick,
slogan.
the year before I was born, 1967. Trying to.
Ding dongs have gotten
Chick's
smaller,
correct.
too.
Big black dongs.
Is that right?
King Don. It was Don was in there instead of Dong.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a picture. Here's the picture of the box. Hostess
Because-
King Don's, and there's a crown over the O.
Yeah. Because
And-
I was in 65, 66, along in there, Tom. I was like 9 years old, and I thought the world had opened up when I saw these snack cakes.
Oh, they're amazing. They're
They were
amazing.
originally, according to this, it says they were originally called Ding Dongs, but Hostess thought it sounded phallic.
Sure.
Wow.
They haven't been the same since they haven't been wrapped in foil, Greg.
Oh, I'm with you, Josh. You mean, yeah, they were at the actual aluminum foil?
Sure.
So they were worried about ding dong sounding phallic, but no concern over the term ho hos, right?
No. Yeah.
So are
That
they?
doesn't sound phallic. Sounds vaginal.
Wow.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, there's a whole
Thank you, Doctor.
thing about this here. It said Hostess Ding Dongs, but under a couple different names depending on where you live.
Yes.
Mostly Ding Dongs in Canada, where they were called Ding Dons. Okay, there
Today we're talking about the Twinkie.
Sorry. No, Chick's right, though.
no.
I'm just defending
This is
Thank
good
you, John.
stuff. I watched some of those old like commercials, and it seems like all the other mascots were just there to like they were all inept. They would all just like do something stupid, and Twinkie the Kid would rescue them. Like Captain Cupcake was like that was a nautical. He was like a Navy captain, and he could not drive a boat. I'm telling you right now.
That is terrible. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
He had no
Twinkie the Kid
business,
would
did
have
he?
to lasso him out of something.
Doesn't Captain Cupcake sound like something your football coach would call you if you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Captain Cupcake.
Ah, look who it is. Couldn't possibly tackle Captain Cupcake.
No need for you to know the play.
Coming up next on the Bob and Tom Show, comedian Brett Terhune and more stupid world records. Next, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Samsung, Expedia, and Sephora. And even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a great Tuesday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. Up next on the Best of the Bob and Tom Show, comedian Brett Terhune.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair. Christy Lee is choking to death on a hard-boiled egg, and part of it's partially my fault. Chick McGee is having an explosive diarrhea. That's not my fault at all.
A little too much information, but all true.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold across the way.
Nothing dramatic going on with me at all.
No, feeling good at homeostasis and doing well.
Hey,
there's
whatever he wants to do is
there's Tom Griswold. And Tom, we're talking about a special guest this morning, huh?
Look at that beard.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Handsome.
Hello. Man. That beard says I'm a beard.
It's Brent Terhune.
I'm red and I'm a beard. Brent Terhune, he's got the pointy beard.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of pointy.
Yeah, but I'm a bearded man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. People, I get a lot of comments on the internet because if you ever wanted to know anything about yourself, you just post a video on the internet and people will tell you about yourself. Somebody said I look like Yukon Cornelius never found Bigfoot. So that's always nice.
Oh, Chick's back.
Do not go in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to see you, sir.
Bathroom,
does someone need to go check on Christy? Is she okay?
I don't think she is. She was really choking back.
She waved at me mid-choke, and I said hello.
I heard her coughing, but I think she's breathing.
Okay.
Yeah. You think? Well, maybe we should send someone
we're just at a I think phase. It's fine.
We have been joined by comedian Brent Terhune in the studio.
Oh, good. Maybe he can help us with this London Marathon story.
Well, go ahead. Explain it to him.
Hi, Brent. How are you?
Hey, I can't wait. Please tell
According
me.
to Guinness World Records, several records.
You're not going to play the theme music?
Broken.
Oh, boy.
I would, but is there anybody listening that can help me repair my rotator cuff in my right shoulder? I'd really appreciate it.
I thought you already had that done.
Shut up, Josh. And I did, and it's torn again. And
is it really?
Please, someone help me. I can't even
How'd you tear it?
Raise my arm to put my headphones on.
A jackin' and a whackin' and a tore it again. A jerkin' and a gherkin' and a...
These are my friends. Yes, sir. According to Guinness, Brent, several records broken at this year's London Marathon, including Ms. Charlie Fitton, most underpants worn during a marathon, female, 35.
35 pairs of underpants or 35 years old?
It just says female, 35. That's all it says.
Did she get off a flight or was getting on a flight? That's, you gotta, if you don't want to bring a suitcase, you wear all your clothes.
Oh, okay. More of an observation than a joke, really.
I'm thinking
I'm an observationist. I'm not.
I'm thinking it's 35 pair because, as you can see, this story was horribly written, but I'm trying to get through it.
See, the London Marathon. First of all, the guy almost set a world record.
What guy?
The winner.
Okay.
And Jordan.
Here's my theory on all these.
Okay.
These are all kind of fun records. Like one guy was carrying a refrigerator.
What?
Yeah. There's a record for that.
If you'd let me continue.
But I'm saying,
is your refrigerator running?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Yeah. And then there's the one. What's the joke about Prince Andrew in the can? Oh, that involves that Jeffrey guy. I'm sorry.
You're going to fit right in here.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
Jordan, somebody fastest marathon wearing clogs, male division, 7 hours 8 minutes.
That's gotta hurt.
Sam Hammond, fastest marathon carrying a household appliance. Either they specify in the rules, but it doesn't specify what he was carrying.
No, but the rule, it's
either refrigerator. No.
It's a refrigerator.
If I handed this into you, you would say, well, which
big
was
difference
it?
Is it between a handheld mixer?
Me, I would sit down and do some research and find out.
Well, which was it? Well, why didn't you? Which was it?
It was either a refrigerator or a washing machine.
That can't. How do we what? Mm-hmm. It could be a toaster, a blender.
Well, that's not hard.
Well, that's our point here. We need to know
appliance.
what the appliance is.
Okay, the smallest appliance is a rice cooker. I know that because every wedding that I get the registry for, I always buy the rice cooker. Cheapest thing on there. Look at me.
I appreciate you sending us the rice cooker, by the way.
That's a nice one. It sings a song when it's done cooking it.
I do too.
Sam Hammond, fastest marathon carrying a household appliance, either a refrigerator or washing machine. We don't know which it was, but it was either.
Okay, but
it was a refrigerator.
Well, that's insane. How does one man carry a refrigerator?
Oh, this guy's a badass. He's a Royal Marine.
Wow.
Look at this guy. Oh yeah, he is a badass, and it's one of those mini fridges. But it's
Whoa! It's not an actual refrigerator.
Yes,
it's a
but
dorm fridge.
It's but a big dorm fridge. It's not the one that's the size of a microwave. It's like
a dorm fridge.
Like this guy looks like he could.
Does anyone
gut
remember
deer with his fingers?
I bet. Yeah.
Does anyone remember when I said I was skipping the marathon
Yep,
story?
I do.
Everyone remembers that, right?
The fridge strapped to his back weighed in at almost 58 pounds.
That's not a refrigerator, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, you think refrigerator, you think a
300
household.
pounds.
A household refrigerator. Well, he strapped a car to it. Well, it was a case of Matchbox cars, but there were still cars.
So running a marathon with a bulky 58-pound device strapped to your back, that's a badass.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
I'm about 120 pounds heavier than this guy, and I run. So,
whoa! You run where?
For the purposes of this joke, and so I'm carrying 120 pounds more than he is. He's only carrying an extra 58.
Yes, but
I'm stronger.
But he's running.
And that's every day.
He's running 26 plus miles. You're running 15 yards to your refrigerator.
You think I keep a refrigerator 15 yards from me?
Okay, sorry. By the way, he named his refrigerator. Oh, this will get.
It better be William Perry.
This will be good.
Frigid Jones.
Oh boy,
the wit just runs like molasses in this story, doesn't it?
I mean, there's so many classic British great comedies. You're going to go with Bridget Jones' Diary?
That is a classic British comedy.
Yeah.
You love that?
Love.
You love that to get poon. You don't really love
that.
it.
Is icing on the cake, my friends.
Thomas David Hall, fastest marathon dressed as a lifeguard. Whoop-de-doo.
No, that's a dumb one.
So he's wearing less clothing?
Yeah.
And less to carry.
How can he keep that up?
I think he carries one of those big foam things.
Well, the thing about it is he did it in slow motion like on Baywatch. So it was sort of a feat.
Fastest marathon dressed
silence.
in...
My God.
Yeah, stone silence. Fastest marathon dressed in pajamas. A male. 2 hours, 46 minutes.
It's quick.
I saw bananas in pajamas.
Where were they running?
Down the stairs.
Okay.
I don't know how the bananas got in my pajamas.
Thank you, Brent.
Jack Megan and Daniel Gallagher, fastest marathon with two runners.
Banging a woman at the same time.
On the bridge.
Handcuffed together.
Okay.
2
They
hours.
should have been wearing orange.
But I don't think they were all four hands or just one hand at the side.
Right.
All four hands.
Was it the Defiant One style?
All four
I'm sure
hands.
it was
You got
just
something.
one.
No, one hand. Each
One
of them.
hand.
Each of them had the.
This
clasp.
goes into the refrigerator. Well, it's a dorm fridge. Same thing. Well, they're handcuffed. Oh, they just running side by side with their hands in the same area. Yeah. Oh, they're handcuffed. All right.
That'd be difficult. You've got to run at the exact same pace, or you're going to be dragging the guy.
Fastest marathon dressed as a golfer.
Yeah, some of them are dumb. I admit it.
Fastest marathon carrying golf clubs. A golfer dressed as golfer and carrying golf clubs. Two different people.
Well, the one guy had to be the caddy for the other guy.
There you
It
go.
only makes sense.
No, I don't even get this one. Christy, maybe you'll know this.
What?
The fastest marathon wearing Wellington boots.
Oh, wellies? Sure.
That's very big. of
They're
you.
very, yeah.
What are they?
You're going to
When
go
it
out in
rains.
the garden. You need your wellies.
Do you know what hunter boots are?
Get your wellies.
What?
Hunter boots?
No.
The rubber boots, that rain boots?
Doesn't Paddington wear them?
Yes, he does wear them.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
some. There's some of those.
Right.
in
The
my-
kids probably have them. I'm sure Kelly has some.
Yep.
Fastest marathon dressed as Lucha Libre, a wrestler.
Oh, sure.
He
Yeah.
had a mask on his face.
Big deal.
That's unbelievable. Yep. Thank you, Christy. Big
Sorry.
deal. Big effing deal.
See the guy. This is cool. The guy dressed as Big Ben.
Oh, really?
Hey. Don't jump ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Fastest marathon wearing a suit and dress.
Both?
At the
At
same
the
time?
same time?
There's no indication
What's
here.
this world coming
This
to?
is just
Hell in a handbasket.
This whole thing is just slapped together.
Just
There's no thing
pandemonium.
that
Josh, Hell in a Handbasket's actually the name of the performer that ran in the suit and the dress at the
I
same
should have
time.
known.
there has to be some amazing drag act out there called Hell in a Handbasket.
There are about 2 dozen.
Yes.
Helen in a handbasket. Okay.
Helena handbag.
That's
Okay,
what I
Helena.
said.
No, I was trying to clarify because you mumbled through it.
Fastest marathon in a kung fu.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
I didn't either.
Well, that's how do you prove that?
Fastest marathon dressed as a pirate, a female. Fastest marathon dressed as a body part.
Did they?
Does not specify what body part she was dressed
Maybe a
as.
foot? You go faster?
Had to be like a boob or something, I would guess, right?
I would think something perhaps more phallic.
Like a penis?
That's pretty phallic.
That would be more phallic.
You ever see a non-phallic penis, Christy?
Okay, I don't
No.
get this one at all. Fastest marathon dressed as a glass. GLASS.
Like a glass of water.
Like a Pilsner? Like a what?
Someone has a big plastic glass around him, probably.
Plastic glass? That's
glass.
not a thing.
That's not a glass. A glass is glass.
You don't have any plastic glasses at your house?
Well, yeah, but they're plastic glasses. They're not.
They're cups.
They're going to have to drink
It
out
can't
of
be,
themselves.
by definition, a glass cannot be made of plastic.
No, that's not by definition.
I think.
I think if you look under Section 2 of the noun glass, it just means the container for liquid.
I give
It doesn't have to be. You can have a metal glass.
This is all you're doing. You
I just think they're
brought
having
this
some
up.
fun with the London Marathon. They have to do something because they're not going to beat the Kenyans, so they got to do something fun.
Right. Is there a Kenyan marathon? And here we are, and they're off, and it's over.
Holy hell!
It's a sprint, not a marathon.
But sadly, nowhere near the record. Holy moly!
Did they send out a special memo saying, "Hey, we're going to try to break all these world records. Dress as this person, this person, this person."
They have a sort of a roster of weird categories you can do.
Whatever,
That's fun.
whatever this is, it's every year, and everybody does this.
I bet it's a good time.
The biggest category, worst teeth. That's a lot of.
And the 28th runner-up.
Imagine being the guy that trained your whole life to do this, and then you're just next to like a guy in a suit and a dress, dressed as a cup.
It's like Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm not getting on, but old banana costume is.
Yeah. Guy's in a hot dog costume. He doesn't respect the stage.
We got a sumo wrestling story. You ready?
Sure.
Japan's Crying Baby Sumo Festival has returned for the first time since the pandemic. The traditional competition involves pairs of toddlers.
What?
Wearing ceremonial sumo aprons.
This is huge in Japan.
Oh, boy.
They're held up by their parents and face each other in the sumo. Oh, God. In the sumo ring while staff wear demon masks to try to make the babies cry.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
So lately there's a lot of talk about things you shouldn't do in front of children. I think this should be the top of the list. You shouldn't dress up like a demon and make your baby fight
Right?
another baby.
And the first kid to cry wins? Is that how it
The
works?
first baby to cry is declared the winner.
And we wonder why they're all whacking it to tentacle porn. Because this is the stuff that happens.
64 babies participated in the ritual at Tokyo's Senzoji Temple this year, while some might frown upon. While everyone frowns on the practice, Shigemi Fuji, chairman of the Tourism Federation, explained, in Japan, we believe babies who cry powerfully also grow up to be very healthy.
All right.
Crying sumo is held at shrines and temples nationwide to, it says here, the delight of parents and onlookers.
See, that's what you want to worry about, not the crying baby, the parent who's laughing at the baby crying.
Yeah.
Making their babies cry.
My goodness.
Do they throw the rice out, too, before they scare them? Or
Is
that's
that a sumo thing?
Yeah, they throw rice out, don't
It's
they?
salt.
Or weddings. They do that, too, at weddings, Tom.
I think they throw salt out onto the arena for
Okay.
good luck.
Let's give this baby a handful of salt.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different culture, different tradition.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to participate in it.
Would you put Willie out there and make him cry? Even now, dress him up in a sumo and then...
Oh, no.
I think I could probably get into the featherweight area in sumo over there. I could probably put on some weight. I'd be happy to do that. That'd be a fun diet. Just drink, Ben and Jerry's in the microwave.
Oh.
I'd love to go over there and see what that culture has to offer me.
If that's the case, I've been training for years. With
Well, now, is that officially the end of sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Sports
So
addendum
we'll hand it back to
wrapped
Christy
up.
Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
The Blackpool Zoo is trying to recruit a team of people to wear bird costumes.
Blackpool Zoo, what did you do?
In order to scare away seagulls. The birds have been persistently stealing food from visitors and animal enclosures. The zoo says that the successful candidates will join the visitor services team as so-called seagull deterrents.
Is that right?
Those taking on the roles would need to be outgoing and comfortable wearing a bird costume, according to the ad.
These will be more effective than last year's dropped Cheeto costume. The seagulls loved it.
So they're in effect scarecrows. They're scarecrows.
Yes, in effect, yes.
You get to go there and dress up as a giant bird.
And chase out the seagulls.
Okay.
Chick hates seagulls, Tom.
Yeah, he does.
We're the jackasses of the world. You're there, you're enjoying the day.
They're
you're
very helpful.
Listening to the here they come. And whatever you have, they feel like it's theirs.
They're scavengers. They're very good.
Mine.
And you're not allowed to kill them.
Well, that's what they tried to tell me.
Sir, you're not allowed to do that. We told you this yesterday.
So I'm confused. So you're at a zoo.
Right.
And you're dressed up like a giant bird.
Right.
Do they tell, like, the bears that there's a person there?
Now listen, we're gonna have some people walking around today, Bear.
I'm gonna be inside the bear enclosure. Now, the bear knows I'm not really a giant bird that he can eat, right?
I don't think they put him in the bear enclosure. I don't know.
This would be one of those great Hallmark rom-coms, don't you think?
Well, who's in the suit, the guy or the girl?
We'll have the last segment of this morning's Bob and Tom show coming up for you next, and we'll wind it up with some Tom-isms. This is the Bob and Tom Show. It's the Bob and Tom Show here for a Tuesday morning. This is Christopher speaking. We're going to wind up the show this morning with some Tom-isms. Let's check it out.
We turn now to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee.
Hey, thank you, Tom. Steph Curry scored a playoff career high 50 points. That's a record. And you remember we were talking about Kevin Looney last week and the Warriors, how he helped the team, got all those rebounds. And Looney, I'm crazy. Well, evidently his name's Kevon Looney.
Oh, okay.
I totally missed that.
Well,
it's his name, and it's spelled Kevon. I just thought that was a unique way to spell Kevin, but apparently it's Kevon.
Well, that's Looney in and of itself.
So you could be Tomas or Tomas or... Anyway, Looney had 21 rebounds in a nutty way, and Golden State eliminates Sacramento in their building 120-100 last night. So the Dubs will go on to play the Los Angeles Lakers tomorrow night in San Francisco. That's got everything. That's got LeBron. That's got Steph Curry. That's got NoCal. That's got SoCal. It's going
to be huge.
It's going to come off the...
Now, when they get to L.A., will Jack be back?
He seems like a fair weather fan, so the Lakers advance. So the Lakers are... I don't know what he's going to do.
This was a big news story that Jack Nicholson went to a basketball game?
That's what he's insisting on this. Yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, I gave you the story.
You know what? You did. You did.
What's that headline say, Josh?
Jack Nicholson returns to courtside for Lakers playoff game.
Big story.
He hadn't been in a while or something?
No, but this a sports fan will look at this and say, Jack's a fair weather fan. I'm disappointed in Jack.
No, he's been sick.
Let me tell you something. When the Clippers started, who was there every day? Who was there at every game?
I don't know
there?
Who.
Della Reese. That's right.
Is that right?
Della Reese was courtside.
That was years ago.
That's actually
you
true.
Shut up. Della Reese is not a fair weather fan.
Wow.
She lived and died with the Clips, man.
Courtside,
she died already.
Mostly died.
Yeah,
exactly.
Couldn't use the stairs. Look, we'll just give you courtside. She was a big woman.
Large lady. Got them cakes.
You got the story about Jack?
You know what? I do. Los Angeles Lakers superfan Jack Nicholson.
Well, I didn't know we were going to get this.
You know who does a great Jack, and he's embarrassed by it is Tom. Tom doesn't want
Mr. Grizz.
Yeah. My stomach hurts.
Come on.
Jack returned to his courtside seat for the first time in nearly 2 years. Together with his son, who's also an old man, the 86-year-old actor was watching the Lakers take on the Memphis Grizzlies from his spot near the opposing, near the Grizzlies. The Lakers went on to beat the Grizzlies 125-85 in Game 6.
in the first-round playoff series, eliminating the Grizz. Nicholson, a fixture in the last half-century of Lakers history, cheering the team through the 70s. He famously adjusted his shooting schedule and personal meetings to keep himself free to catch every big Lakers game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah, he's
big Lakers.
There are a lot of games.
Are you a fan or not?
Well, he has a job.
If you're Jack Nicholson and you've got courtside seats, why aren't you there every?
He's there most
41 games.
He's been sick.
That's what we need out of you, Jack.
He's 86, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, Chick?
Yeah.
So it's got to be a little tougher
He's
to.
lucky to get out of bed.
You know, she's right.
Larry David
by
came
the
over
way,
to say hi.
You know, my pecker doesn't work anymore.
If anybody's does, I bet it's
Yeah,
Jack's.
it's probably Jack.
Yeah.
He'll find a way.
He's probably got a Viagra IV.
You know, I bet he calls it pecker too. And so to speak.
Did you? If you saw the picture, it looks like he came to the game straight from his bed.
Yeah.
I love that. He doesn't. Yeah, he's
He
always
didn't care.
disheveled looking now.
Yeah.
When is he just going to go bald? But he's got a lot of hanging on there.
He
on
does
the top.
have a lot
It's
hanging on.
weird looking, right?
It's been like that forever.
Stringy.
Yeah, stringy.
And he's got a cool. Who doesn't love Jack Nicholson?
Come on, he's the best. You go, Jack. We'll hope to see him at the next game.
I guess if you say so, Tom. Oliver.
Close off? That's a funny one.
Oliver close off is right. Get a pencil, Christy. We got another last
All
name
right,
here, right?
here we go.
Oliver BJORK, which is Bjork. Bjork.
Bjork.
It's STRAND. Bjork. STRAND. So Bjork Strand, right?
Yeah.
Bjork Strand.
Bjork Strand.
He scored twice, and the Kraken eliminate the defending Stanley Cup champ Colorado Avalanche 2-1 in Denver.
Wow.
7 and advance. And you don't like the name Kraken for a sports team, is that correct, Tom?
No, I think it's great.
You do?
Once it was explained to me, I didn't know what it was.
Second season, they advance to the playoffs for the Kraken.
That's great.
Good for
Kraken's
them.
a mythological sea beast of some sort.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Were you familiar with the Kraken?
Yeah.
So is it like one of Godzilla's enemies?
No, it's more Greek mythology, that kind of thing.
First time I heard of the Kraken.
Way old.
So it's not Pacific Ocean oriented?
I looked over a movie, which I don't know how it didn't win Best Picture. It was Clash of the Titans with Harry Hamlin and
Oh, my God.
Laurence Olivier plays Zeus.
Yeah.
And they have a mechanized owl that's it's Harry Hamlin's pet.
Yes.
But they have somebody, I think Olivier releases the Kraken in that movie. What do you think of that?
It's like a sea dragon, isn't it?
He's something else.
Yeah, it can be
Sea
kind of
monster.
whatever. It's like
Yeah.
it's a little different. It shows up in the Pirates movies too. The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, more power to them. Glad they're winning.
That's what happens when you're able to cherry pick 2 players from every team. When you start,
they did that.
Vegas. Same thing happened with the Vegas. I mean, all these new teams do pretty well.
I plainly remember when the Saints came in to the NFL. They took all the great. They had Jim Taylor and all these great. They just went to. They gave them to the Saints. They want them to do well.
Sure, that'll help.
Yeah.
Good morning, Knuckleheads. This email starts.
Morning.
This is about Tom. Good morning, Knuckleheads and Christy.
Hi.
Okay. Guys, we have to stop the madness. My 5-year-old daughter just said, Dad, if you can't hear, they call that being ear blind.
A Tomism.
I'm blaming Tom for this, it says. That's from Derek. So don't be. Oh, and this from the NFL draft proceedings. This is from Eric. I can't believe Tom didn't say they should have played when Bryce Young was drafted. Why didn't they give him the nickname Enter Bryce Young?
Enter Bryce Young.
Thanks, Chip.
Enter the young. Enter Bryce Young.
Okay,
Enter Bryce Young.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode.
Join us. It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired, okay?
What?
Here we go.
I love the excursions with me and Welling. It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.